We are recording, by the way, so.
Awesome. Alright, come on.
Let's give yourself less to edit out.
Okay, can't find it. Don't say fucker bugger, basically, even though we swear all the time.
Don't say fucker bugger.
Say it in a Johnny accent. Fucker bugger.
Fucking booger, like.
Don't say fuck. Oh, it's post selector, that's what it is.
Actually, just do the welcome to NHC thing. That's fucking do that.
Right. Welcome to NHC podcast tonight with your hosts Jamie, Colin, Anthony, James, and special guest Mark.
Hey! Oh, he is very special.
Hello. Thank you, Joddy man.
After you've recovered from that.
I don't really know what to say after that, to be honest with
Why
you.
aye?
This is a new NHC podcast. We've got some hopefully really good stuff to talk about. I don't know. He's clutched a bit of paper that he's already scrunched up at one point.
It's not regimented, honest. Because of the way we record this,
Yes.
it's a bit more kind of generic.
It's hard to stay. Something really bad could have happened between the last week's and this
we might
week's
have killed
one.
another celebrity. Shit.
We do apologise to their family.
Unless they were cut, in which case they had it coming.
Usually they are.
It depends on who it was. If it's Nicki Minaj, I
That
think
poor fucking alien.
Oh, that's right. We named Nicki Minaj as well. She might be dead.
Here's hoping.
We need a lot of people
I won't lie.
subconsciously
Me
last
and my
time.
missus went to see this film during the week called The
Nicki
Other
Minaj?
Woman or something like that, and Nicki Minaj is in it. And my
What?
Jesus Christ,
Was she the other woman?
No.
That's disappointing.
She is barely a woman. Never mind the other one.
She's just a woman.
No.
Even then, that's questionable.
That's what I mean. It's like she's there, and acting is not her it's not her forte. Neither is music.
Well, neither is
to be
music,
honest,
so-
exactly. But
Who'd have thunk it? A woman,
Nicki Minaj bumbles about another movie.
a woman who's famous for having a massive arse.
and that's pretty much what she's there for.
But
She's
things
there.
annoy me.
I've got a massive ass. You know
What annoys
So-
me is the fact that they don't care about their industry that they're doing, because the reason she didn't go to the main stage at T in the Park 2 years
It's
ago
'cause she's shit.
Yeah, it was
is because somebody, she said the ground's too wet and she won't go unless they make a path for her.
Aye.
Fuck off. So folk who actually for some stupid reason want to see you
Make a
have
path for her.
Yep, she wanted them to lay tracks down in the grass because it was too wet, so she wouldn't leave the trailer.
Well, that's-
Minaj tracks.
So it was like
Take
half
that,
an hour.
Minaj tracks.
Minaj
But the thing is, she came to Scotland.
Menage a
What did she
tracks.
expect?
Not the biggest fan of her musical work, but Katy Perry at the big
Oh,
weekender,
it's smashed
plastic
every-
bags in her feet because she's like, I know it's manky here, but
Exactly.
And that was just Glasgow she was talking about.
That's not even. The thing is,
that's not even
feet's
the ground
nothing.
she's talking about.
I know. It's not just on her feet. That
Russell Brand has ruined her for no one.
thing.
No, don't know at all, aye.
I've always said that for Russell Brand to decide to, do you know what, I'm going to marry someone, she must be doing something fucking special. She must have a velvet vagina. Or something like that.
Velgina.
Aye, just as you're getting a tickler bit, it starts to bum.
Tits dispense opiates.
That could do it, yeah. Do you know what,
I think she must
I
also
would
be
test that
she must
theory.
also be a bit of a cunt because everyone keeps getting rid of her.
Aye.
So something's not right.
But maybe it's just
Well,
the sex
you
is
can-
too good.
aye,
Maybe
it's
it's just
too
so
good.
fucking.
You
I
get
can't
bored
keep
of
up
the
with it, man.
velvety
Aye.
texture after a while.
Oh, I would
I want the sandpaper back.
I would sell my right nut and every one of yours just to like.
How do you know everybody
inspect
in
it.
this room is goat bait testicles? Look at you. Look at you. Look at the eyes.
Put them back! Look around, mate. Have you got your testicles out to check?
He had a
that's
nipple
not
as
an
well.
invitation. It's not an invitation.
Testicles.
There we are. I'll just plop it out for you.
So Nicki Minaj, what a cunt.
Yes.
Cunt corner.
Big ass.
There's a lot of folk that I can say I don't like what people are doing. Fair enough, but with her, she's a waste of time.
Aye.
She's just not a good.
She's
She's just
up-
not a good thing.
She's up there with Justin Bieber of something that should be hunted.
I fucking hate
Killed
Bieber.
with fire.
Hate Bieber, man.
Again,
And not
Bieber's
hunting-
a shame because his mind is so fucked now.
Oh,
I think
he's
he doesn't.
entertaining. I'll give him that.
He doesn't know what goes on in the real world anymore. We're talking about Branson. I
He's
don't know
Michael
if it was-
Jackson.
I don't know if it was in the podcast. Obviously, Branson's not like trying to. He's entertaining in different ways, but like I don't know if it was here or somewhere else.
Like
But
Batman's entertaining.
But but someone said to me that in an interview, I don't know whether this was 10 years ago, yesterday, whenever, but he was asked, "Oh, do you know?"
It wasn't yesterday.
It wasn't yesterday. But do you know when? He's like, do you know when you're out and about buying your own things? He's like, "Oh, I don't buy my own things." And he's like, "Well, whatever it was," he said. He's like, "Well, do you know how much this costs?" Kind of thing for that. And he's like, "Oh, well, I'm pretty grounded. Of course I know." And if somebody said, like, "Well, how much is a pint of milk?" They went, oh, it must be, what was it?
10 galleons.
No, he says, what, 10, 15 quid for a pint of milk? That's what he thinks a pint of milk costs is 10 or 15
No,
quid.
He's made
That's what he's
terms
getting
at
told.
10 or 15
His
quid.
accountant's fucking
exactly
brilliant.
Exactly.
He's accounting in a
genius.
solid gold suit.
This was wheeled in everywhere.
This pimp is making a fucking fortune.
His ma's just fucking taking all
Wait
his
there.
money, aye.
Is it know that in Canada?
Aye, because you can't
Hey,
really
buddy,
milk a moose
get me
that
some
well.
milk.
In Canada, do you not just like pay by like handshakes or something like that? It's just weird as fuck.
By compliments and bacon.
Hey, buddy.
Nah, they don't,
Pay each other in
they
strawberries.
don't lock their doors there. They're all friendly,
Ah,
apparently.
scat, you're such a dick.
See, when I heard that, my first thought was, I want to go to Canada and burgle them all.
Well, that's what I thought. They're far too
Typical Glaswegian.
trusting.
I want to go out there and steal off these idiots.
I could exploit their fucking weaknesses through the guise of fighting.
You do have to follow the only road though.
Yellow
South
brick
Park,
roads.
people. Thank you.
Oh,
Blame
fantastic.
Canada.
Anyway,
We've got a few things to talk about, but there are a little
Are
bit.
you
Tell us,
sure?
what's the
Are you
topics then? Tell us the topics and then...
I'm scared in case we don't.
just
No, we will, because we'll stick to it.
list them, and then we can.
We've
put
got a
them in the
menu
order.
of topics.
A veritable bouquet.
a bouquet.
Let's
Smorgasbord
start with,
of topics.
How much is too much for a gig? Because it's
£100.
going to be completely subjective.
30 quid.
There you go.
Next.
Sorry. Keep them going. Quick fire round. Let's do it.
Anything more than you're wanting to pay. That's pretty much.
Well,
it.
it is supply
How long
and
is a
demand.
piece of
It's
string?
It's
supply
totally
and demand.
subjective, isn't it? Because like, if it's a gig,
Exactly. So why fucking ask it, Andy?
Right, I'll ask one question. How much did you pay to go and see Prince?
73 quid a work.
That's too much
Oh,
for
shit.
me, actually. That's too much
Well,
for
no.
me.
I won't lie. Prince is a band. Sorry, someone.
It's a
Someone like
He's
Prince
that
is a
good.
band.
He's that good. He's more than one person.
That in itself is a lie. I think
Oh, it's an all-female band, isn't it now?
I'm not going to lie.
Yeah,
This is a band. What?
Prince is a one-man man. He's just sitting with a fucking drum in his.
He is a
back and
one-man man.
He is a one-man man.
No, in the studio, he is. It's him doing everything.
Prince, I was
Just running really
I would
quickly.
love to see Prince, but I just anything more than 50 quid is way
Thing is,
over.
the
I think
going
it's
rate
ridiculous.
for-
Even 50 quid's ridiculous. I think 20, 30 quid is
I-
really
I-
what should be.
I would agree that's
the
what it
most.
should be, but like the going rate now for a bigger gig is about 60, 70
Thing
quid.
is,
That's
though,
shit, though.
like,
That is shit.
my mum and sister recently went to see a Motown sort of tribute act thing, and it was £30 for a ticket.
I know.
So you got to
Even
think
just
like that.
tribute acts
like,
are
At
ridiculous,
least you're
isn't it?
no, but at least you're seeing the
Tribute acts
but-
are expensive,
But I would
aren't
rather pay £20-30 to see the actual fucking act.
Well,
than the band.
here's
You
the
know what I mean?
thing.
I just want to pay 75 quid for any.
It's obviously, it is sort of keeping in way of inflation and stuff, because I looked at my tickets recently that I had from 97, 98.
Yeah, I was.
I
Gonna,
paid 18, 19 quid for Manic Street Preachers at SECC. Now that would easily be 60 quid now.
Wait, Boo Radley
You were-
support.
you were done
I was
then.
fucking.
Well, that's what I mean, but
Man,
that was the going rate.
Was that-
Oasis was the same.
that-
Well, in the
Is it-
90s, I paid like 28 quid or 30 quid to see them, so.
Fuck me. I
be fair, that was in his living room.
That was,
I remember about
Feeder done that. That was quite good.
About
If Feeder
10
did
years
play
ago, I
that
remember
gig.
spending 55 quid to go and see a lineup that was
just
Queens of the Stone
couple,
Age,
one bird.
Queens of the Stone Age,
Just getting fucking pummeled.
Queens of Stone Age, Foo Fighters, PJ Harvey, and I think it's the Distillers.
Oh, right,
The
cool.
four of them at Glasgow Green, 55 quid. Bargain. Fucking
But that's,
bargain.
aye.
That's not bad.
But
That's
Two of those bands I would have paid.
Aye, well, that,
I went to see
that's-
PJ Harvey and the thing me fucking Carlin for like 30 quid.
The
so
gig-
That's what I mean,
the
is
gig
I
in the
seen
Green.
Foo
Are you
Fighters,
getting
Queens
a
of
logo,
Stone Age,
aye?
all that for
the gig in the
55
Green in
quid.
2000, the first kind of proper
went
gig
to
in the
that
Green.
actually as well.
It was
I
a
went to that.
Foos, Primal Scream, Oasis. That was
White
about
Stripes as
that
well.
was about 30 quid,
Aye,
and that
we
was
sneaked-
White Stripes,
we
Speeder,
sneaked in though.
Plus, like, I
We
remember-
sneaked
Oh,
in.
that was
right,
Speeder's-
right,
a
right.
lot of folk did that
We
year.
sneaked in, we were a fence or some shit.
I think that was Feeder's first gig back from when the drummer died.
Feeder hadn't played. Feeder's drummer died a year later, but I know what you mean.
No,
I remember seeing them at TV Park,
there was
they gave the
a.
drummers
They
like,
played.
oh, that
they-
was-
They didn't play that one. I remember it well.
The one that I know, but I'm saying, see the one they played. Actually, when I was only at one gig in the Green, and it was the White Stripes with Vines.
Aye, that- no,
Oh, you confused me. You said White
sorry,
Stripes. They didn't play the one I was at.
Feeder,
Different one.
it was. I think it was their first UK gig with like the
That must have
replacement
been the
drummer,
second gig
and
in
it
the
was.
Green then,
It was. I think it was the drummer
It was,
from.
it was two-
Scott
it was
Nancy.
two- it was
I think
2001.
It was in for them. Man, that was an awesome gig. It was a
I
kind
went
of
to that
emotional
one, but
gig as
was it the
well.
first one?
That's like, I remember the first time I went to TV Park, it was
a great
65
gig,
quid
that.
for the weekend.
Me too. That's right. Absolutely.
Well, that's-
I can
When
beat that.
taking-
I can beat that.
Aye, well, you were-
30,
But that's 'cause you're
£4.
old.
No, but it was the first. The
'cause
first
you're
one was
from the-
£34, £35,
I know, but-
and it was Blur, Oasis, Rage Against the Machine, Cypress Hill. Like them alone now, we probably cost about 50, 60 quid
I
for a
went
ticket.
was the last time I went was probably about 10 years ago, and it cost me 110-ish.
I went 2010.
And it's like for the.
I think it was last
You know,
year. As well.
it went.
Well, that's what Wickerman costs now.
It used to go up. It used to go up a couple of pound a year, and then it started going up £10 a year,
Seriously?
and
Well,
£20 a
you're
year.
now about-
105.
You're now probably about
You're pushing about 200 and
225.
something. Aye, for a ticket going to.
aye.
And the
So
last
that
time I
was-
was in, it was like 150.
Just for somebody to shite and say you're 10 while you sleep.
Aye.
To be fair, I
That's
did
what you're
shite.
You'll never let that go.
100%.
I really needed a shit. It happens.
Can I think
My-
the bog?
my
What-
first
What's
team
the best way to wipe your arse? Brute the bog bot was
I
only
paid good money for
£25 a
death.
ticket.
Now, that's a good deal.
That's an amazing
That's a
deal.
very
like.
good deal.
What was the deal?
Like Brute the bog was only £25 a ticket.
But again, it's
I seen
starting off, so they
no,
always
it's
keep it low.
just its third year in a row, and it's
Not really heard it in that fold that bit.
and,
No, no, me
You
neither.
could spend more than that going to see a semi-average band.
Go to
in
the pub,
Glasgow
but it's
nowadays.
fucking done now.
man, it was Pride's father son, Admiral Fallow.
Pride's fucking genius.
What's his face? What did Wimble was it?
I haven't seen him at Wickerman.
Man, he was brilliant. He pretty much played it.
I was going to say, right, random thing. See, when you're talking about Prides, have you heard their version of Row by Katy Perry?
Aye, it's really fucking
It's
good.
fucking
No?
stunning. I've got it on my phone. I'll play it
Aye.
later. It's brilliant. It's one of the best
good,
covers I've ever heard in my life.
I like their new single, Messiah, is really good.
Aye.
It's really good. But, good tickets are. I mean, they're really dear, but then venues are really dear at the moment to hire.
Aye.
But I think it's a
on
trickle down
inflation.
effect
Exactly,
because
aye.
they have
Shit
to
rolls
cover.
downhill, man.
They have to cover their asses. So they're charging the money. It genuinely nowadays isn't because they're just trying to make more money.
It's
They're
'cause
just
they can't
they're
afford
just
to
can't
fucking
afford not
tour.
to.
Yeah.
The bands are asking for more money. The venues are costing more. The PA hires costing more. There's more.
Dogs and cats living together, mass hysteria.
It's always back to Ghostbusters.
The last gig I seen was Jimmy Eat World at the. Where's my phone going?
Somewhere in Glasgow.
The O2.
There you go.
Back
Carl-
in 1987,
the
was
old
it?
Academy, the O2 Academy. Earlier at the start of the year.
It's the
Like
Carling.
American had
Aye.
just
That is a
came out.
Carlin.
As a
I still call it Carlin as
We know
well.
what
Fuck
they call
them
it.
all.
That's when we really first got to know you.
That's
as
what
well,
I mean.
back then.
We met then, so it's
Backstage.
special to call it that.
Yeah, it is the Colin.
We met backstage, yeah.
Well, no, right. That's when we really got talking.
Yeah.
Backstage.
I just remember
What?
James
A horrible flashback.
thrusting a camera in my face and asking me, "How'd you like it?" That's pretty much how it went.
Thrust
That's
in your
not
face,
all it was.
apparently.
That's not all it was getting thrust.
That was just before we went in the madness. The
We've
fucking-
talked about that gig already in the podcast
Aye.
because we talked about the La Fontaines once, and you said,
Yeah,
"Oh, that's
that's
the
right.
same
Aye.
night."
Aye,
That's the
it's the
first
same
time.
night,
That was
yeah.
back when they kind of started as well.
But that was the last time I was at a gig, and I remember for that Jimmy Eat World, who haven't really done anything major in years, and that was like.
Well, they just released an album.
Oh, it was
I did
terrible.
really-
I got a review of that
right,
for
really-
Fish and a Sub.
releasing an album.
Oh, see, I've not
and-
listened to it. I don't.
I've not heard it
know
yet.
because they
Releasing
do you
an
know what they
album.
done? They tried to do that whole Foo Fighters thing, and they went, "Yeah, man, it's all done. It's all done. No digital. It's all
yeah.
analog." Right. Well, clearly that's what's been helping
That's
you.
the problem then,
That's
aye.
what you need.
Aye.
It's because
Oh, no,
they're a bit middle of the
they've
road
got
sounding.
a
now.
grown
When I-
up sound.
when I
now.
saw-
Aye,
Aye,
that's
they're great,
exactly
but
right.
Like grown up,
when
like-
No,
when I
I'm
seen
not
them-
dissing anything. Pretty much for the first 3 or 4 maybe albums.
Yeah.
When I seen them,
Futures
it was
was the last one I
20
liked.
Futures is the last album I bought.
Futures
Futures
honestly.
is a phenomenal album. Anything
it was-
pre that, brilliant.
It was 25 quid for that, and I still felt for a band.
So
that
when was-
haven't
so
done
when
much
was
for
this
years,
then?
I think it was.
How much did you say it was?
25
I thought you said 75. That's
25 quid,
quid.
and I even thought for a band that haven't done anything for a long while, and they
Aye.
haven't really done much for it.
Twenty-
But
The
that
thing
was
is,
just it.
they're
It was
probably
like-
not
it was
asking.
okay,
They're
but at
probably
the
not
same
taking
time-
a big fee.
For a
That's
touring band,
Again, that's
that
probably
kind of
going
venue,
right
it's
for
good
that
price.
venue now.
Well,
Exactly.
no, this is-
it's a good price for that, but at the same time, you're kind of thinking, but you've not done
Now, that's
that.
interesting because I'll find this thing just now. I don't know
last-
if you saw this. I shared it, I think, and it's basically a thing that's only posted by somebody let slip. It's not like it's meant to be a big secret, but a company like a big agency in America
Oh, this is the
posted
prices.
the prices of what bands
Oh, yeah, I
ask
see
for,
that. I see
and it's interesting because
But
some of them are
some of them are
mental.
crazy, but some of them
$1
apparently
million
they're-
now,
But
what?
some of them, there was another company you can go online who posted like a thing themselves saying that no, some of them are wrong, but
They are, aye.
it's not that some of them are wrong. It's that people charge different companies different prices.
Of course
Yeah,
they do.
Aye, they'll push it. They'll push it
Aye.
and see what they can get.
So that's what they're pushing
And it was
out to
quite
try and get, and then
aye.
somebody will go, "That's shite," but I'll give you this for them, and they'll go,
Aye.
"All right, yeah,
Aye, fair
we'll
enough,
cut."
aye.
Even if you get half of that,
It's a
Jimmy,
bit
you're
like,
happy.
But some of the weird bands are dead. I've never fucking heard in my life.
I know.
Aye.
It's a bit like the
That's
brown
what-
M&M thing. A band might just sort of see how far they can take something.
Aye.
Did you say the brown M&M?
Aye, the Van Halen.
You mean any
famous-
other?
Aye.
You mean any other rapper?
No.
Now I see what you were doing.
Oh, racist corner.
you.
I know, it always goes back to the race card, doesn't it, man?
It was Anthony. I just
The
asked question.
infrastructure's fucked.
Like,
Anyway, as you were saying,
Aye, Prince being 73 quid or whatever all in didn't feel like. At first you kind of go, oh, for fuck's sake, but then when you see people online going, oh, it's 200 quid for a standing ticket, wasn't it? it was 65 plus fees.
It's 200 if you get it off of fucking eBay. or
Fucking
something.
I feel like I've a
Aye, that's a second
big
hand,
shug.
desperate price.
Sitting in the side.
Tickets! Anyone looking for tickets?
Why are they always English?
Because they travel around.
They're generally Scousers. It's like the same.
Because English people are bastards.
Document
yes.
with well done.
It's those UKIP
yes.
bastards. It's anytime you're standing outside a gig, it's always Scousers standing there with a.
It's always
fucking-
Cockneys when I'm.
Cockneys or Scousers.
Aye.
Hey, do you want to buy a jacket? Do you want to?
Your
buy a
Cockney
jumper?
accent's fucking terrible.
Cockney
That's just
Scousers. And commie Nazis.
Why you fucking geezer?
Just think
fucking
Danny.
beanbag.
Just do Danny Dyer.
Fucking
and you're
beanbag.
like,
Danny Dyer. My brother says I look like Danny Dyer,
can't.
and I fucking
Do
hate it.
you fuck?
I know, but my brother sends me pictures of
He's
Danny
got
Dyer
hair.
from EastEnders.
Oh, your brother get fucking slaughtered online the other day.
Oh no, I seen that and I just didn't even
shush.
bother.
It was just fucking.
my brother was just trying to be a dick and cause controversy. That's what he does
Ah,
because he's
but-
a fucking cunt.
I don't know why, because his argument was just ridiculous.
Well,
It was
that's what I
just
mean. It was
so fucking stupid.
He
It
doesn't
was
have an argument. He's just trying to. That's
Oh,
what he
but,
does. He's just
I
trying to
mean,
cause
see
an
if somebody's
argument.
trying to cause a row or controversy, that's fine, but don't turn it around on you. Do you know what I mean? It's like, no.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's
Aye,
He's a
that about it.
dick.
For 73 quid or whatever, the guy did 2.25 hours and 30 odd songs. You're talking like £2
It's a
quid a song.
good. It's a good.
And you're never going to. I'm never going to see him again.
Exactly.
So
It's
fuck
one of
it.
those, see when it's a one-off thing, you can understand.
'Cause you can't afford
paying
that
that kind of
Aye.
thing.
I know, but that was £500 when we were all flying about
I
on
think
our
the most I ever paid
hoverbikes.
for a ticket was.
It's probably about
I think
40
it was
for me.
Dylan.
So.
I never paid for it, to be honest with you. It was.
Oh, a free gig's fine.
It was
An expensive ticket's okay when you get it for free.
75, 85 quid, I think. it was
How
for the
many
ticket. It
dicks
was
did you suck for
ridiculous.
that?
No, I didn't.
13.
I was like, do you know what? I didn't really.
Good odds.
It's,
So well.
it's weird though. It's a guy. I didn't appreciate
we've
it,
talked about
and
this
I
in
was.
the past,
I felt shit. It was like kind of a present kind of thing, and I was like, all right, thanks. I'm going to do this kind of thing. I just went up.
We went to see
um,
Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds, and that was 40 odd. But
I'd
it
like
was,
to have seen
it was
him,
the first time he was back with the Bad Seeds.
Aye.
It was in the Royal Concert Hall, and I was like, I need to see that. I need to
see
see
Mother
that.
Ballads
The
live.
most fucking
Played for a
excellent,
single
man.
gig
Probably
was
best thing I've ever seen.
The most I played for a single band was 40 quid for Radiohead, and that's good.
Oh, sorry, I tell you, I seen Paul McCartney in Vegas,
Aye,
and it
you
was,
told me
I think that was $65, but that was at one of the kind of.
Well, that's only 30
yeah,
quid.
but you're talking what, like 7 years ago, 8 years ago? No, 9 years ago. 9 years ago.
Even
so
still,
you look at it like that.
And you're in Vegas.
No, but the thing is, I think it should have been about $120, but it was
Aye.
the reason we
But
got
you
it.
give a
It
good
was
gammy.
no, you get like they
The
do
old
like
men like
you do
him.
like an hourly special type thing, and it's just whatever show happens to be on that like that day. And it's
Oh,
just part-
damn, we got Celine
It was-
Dion.
No,
Fuck.
it was really cool. Like, it's literally walking past. I just seen all the sort of people queuing up. I was like, what's this for? Paul McCartney. Fucking, I'm having that. I think it was one of probably the best guys I've ever seen in my
we
life.
said that in the
It's
past,
unbelievable.
You were never our biggest fan of him, but at the same
Oh,
time, you can
fucking
appreciate
hell,
what he
man.
does.
Just that was. Like, basically, I heard most of the Revolver album, like, live.
complain.
Do you know what I mean? You can't really. That's a wee bit of music history for you, you know what I mean? Brilliant.
Aye.
No, I mean, it's more of the kind of saying you were there, you know,
Aye.
thing, you know.
Again, going to the Prince thing, I think that's why a lot of folk
That's
didn't
what I
mind.
was. What, you
Because
just said
folk
that.
are like, look, I'm not going to go
One of
again.
them.
I've done it.
It's an experience.
Bucket list done.
So that's what I was going to say. It's more a kind of musical bucket list.
It's amazing to show what he's done though. He's made himself into that kind of icon that he's almost like this
He's
messiah
never
to
had
people.
like, a really,
Yeah.
really good album, which is interesting as well.
Aye,
He's got
aye.
a few
He's
great
a fucking
songs,
nut job,
never-
but he's a total
he is
nut
a-
job.
oh,
He has the purple love midget.
Yes, aye.
I'm convinced he's like Action Man and just fucking smooth there.
But he's
Aye,
done that
homosexual.
thing. But he's done that thing. The 2-pack thing, which I don't even know if that was intentional or whatever. But like,
Aye.
The hologram, yeah, that was intentional.
no, I mean, like
It wasn't
he's
He
got.
killed Tupac.
Aye.
Fucking hell, man. It's not coming out now.
But he's done.
Purple rain.
But I mean, the
Raining
amount.
bullets, motherfucker!
The amount of albums he must have locked away.
Aye.
Aye,
It's
a
insane.
vault. Just in
Has
case
anyone
you know,
ever
like,
heard his version of,
We've already. Oh, I thought you were going to say that.
His
Sorry.
version of Nothing Compares to You.
Oh, it's fucking
Aye.
terrible.
Oh, it's awful.
It's a
Really?
bad,
It's hilariously bad.
Aye.
It's horrific.
It's like it tries
See
to
if
be really
you
deep. It
listen-
starts like it's been 7 hours and 13 days. And
Nice.
Oh, it's fucking
Right,
terrible.
see if you think of a Prince song.
I literally
And then
pictured you
just-
give me a blowjob in it. I mean, it's
Oh,
weird, man.
put it together.
He always
It's-
does
It's
think
how
that.
you'd expect Prince to sing it. It's how you would expect him to do it. Which is a shitload of organs and shit.
What, human organs?
I was about to say, just fucking cocks
That's
and
how he
livers.
overpowers his prey. He's got like 6 arms and
He's just slamming a liver off a keyboard.
because he's got a spare one.
Sorry about that, Anthony.
So
So, aye,
So we've
50
covered
quid's
that.
about your kind of limit for
50,
that.
50's a push for me. It needs to be
I'd
somebody
say-
I
fucking
don't know. I would
Would
say
you make
it
an
depends
exception
on
on
who
a
it is.
certain artist, though?
Depends on who it
Would
is.
you make it an exception if it was like...
Well, Radiohead is my favourite band, and I spent 40 quid to see them once, and I even slightly grudge that. But that's because I remember
No, it's because you're a fucking tight
Well,
fisted
no, I remember the days of going to fucking King Tut's and stuff like that, and you spend a tenner to see
Aye.
fucking magic bands.
Well,
You know,
I mean,
and you still get that now and then. But
You still get it.
you get these
Like,
bands
it's just you're-
that are brilliant, and they're big bands, and they'll do these gigs like 10, 15 quid, and you're like, why do it for this and then not for anything else? Why? It's because they just think it's a fucking big place. I'm going to sell this out and make a shit.
Here
ton of money.
comes the money!
Of course
Yeah,
it is, though.
it's all down to money and all that. But,
Aye.
and you understand that, and as a band, they're there generally to
I mean,
make money.
Prince is skint. We all know that.
Aye.
But what's interesting is you actually don't realise that a venue like Tuts is different in the sense that they own that. That's
Yeah, I was
so
there.
Aye. And I
a
do
venue.
get-
If somebody's rolling into the Hydro, someone like DF or whoever has to hire that.
Yep.
Then all the equipment in it. That's
It's crazy money.
That's tens of
But that's
thousands.
the thing.
Terrifying
Anyway.
money.
See from
Well, the ABC's 1,500 just to hire.
Right.
So fuck knows what the
That's
high
That's
door
what
and
I mean.
that'll be.
BBC.
And
That's
that's for the sound
actually,
guy, the
that's
backlight,
actually
not.
cheaper than I thought.
You've got
that would have
ticket
been.
prices for the Hydro are
Oh, aye, you're
way,
selling.
way up.
If
But
you're
I think it's
promoting that
before
and you're
security
selling
and
that
stuff
out.
as well.
Aye,
so-
and that's the thing that kind of annoyed me a wee bit with Hydros. You think 12,000 people, they can afford to do cheap gigs because...
Nah. It's because because it's somewhere new. They put
Aye.
prices
Right, well,
way
here-
up.
It's
here-
quite
My
impressive
right,
when you
now-
My
have it
missus
there.
went to see Kings of Leon there, and a
Idlewild,
band that you would spend
right.
35,
I've
40
got my
quid to go and see
calculator out.
otherwise was 75 quid for standing.
You can rent King
Not
Tut's
for
for
sitting.
500 notes.
Aye, well,
Exactly.
12. Did you say
Fucking,
12,000? Is
bars
that the
and
hydro
some
capacity?
12,000.
Yeah, so 12,000. I was looking at that list of bands. Whoever it was, say for instance, Lady Gaga. Say it's 750k. She asked for. So you're talking about. Say that's
Is that per night or like...
that's per show, I think.
Per show.
So
Oh, man.
600,000, right?
Per arty breast.
Right. So say for
That's a
instance,
whole lot
there's
of
12.
And yet she's only 18 quid for a blowjob.
12,000 tickets times, say it's 60 quid, right? So 12,000.
Cheap. I was about to say, that's modest as fuck.
1, 2, 3 times 60. That's only 7,200. That's not even covered her fee, barely.
Aye.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. They're not ripping you off because the artists
No,
are.
I
know,
the
it's the
artists-
artists are ripping you off.
It's the artists that are ripping you off.
But things it's
or
like-
their agents are.
Especially when it's
Yeah.
people like Lady Gaga who say that they're doing it for their fans and stuff
Aye.
like that. They're not.
I'm not
Yeah.
doing it for the money.
The venues,
Especially when
the
you
promoters
consider-
making a few grand
But
after it. Do you
consider
know what I
the
mean?
fucking Madonna who was 100 odd, 130, 140 quid a
What,
ticket.
years old?
That was good.
So she'd felt
And
that
she
as
still
well.
gets
I'd say it was
fucking tits out for
130,
some reason.
140 quid a ticket.
Flapjacks.
The Who,
Fried egg hanging on a nail kind of thing.
I'll be fucking just flapjacks as you will.
and where were the Roses? Stone Roses were fucking... No
Shite.
Shit.
No, Stone...
They were never good.
No, no Stone Roses, the
Fucking
Like
Stones,
the
sorry.
first album.
The Stones.
The Stones.
We went off to a time.
Rolling Stones,
Oh, we're not talking. Oh
the
shit!
wheelchair
Shit.
tour.
Aye, the wheelchair tour.
Are we
That was
just
the
gonna
same.
name bands?
That was
Glastonbury.
140,
We're just
150
going to
quid.
name bands and give them stick now. Aye.
Go
the
Glass-
Stones. We need the WD-40 for the wheelchairs. Aye.
Well, no. See, Glastonbury last year in the Stone. I was appalled.
Oh, they're
at
fucking awful.
Keith Richards' performance. He was.
Really?
There was a guy. There's a guy.
Is
that a tune?
There's another
Really
guy.
bad.
There's
I've
another
seen
guy
any
that
live
plays
stuff,
behind.
it's-
I was going to say.
No, they do. They actually have a.
The
Because see,
hidden
when-
guitar.
see when he was fucking
guys
up,
in the back
the other,
there, is
the
there?
other, aye, they're fucking. He
Aye.
does. It's well documented now. When he fucks up a little bit,
hell.
another guy takes over in the back because his fingers are. He's
I was-
fucked. He's fucked.
It's like, see how Eurovision, they're allowed so many people backstage that does all this stuff, and there's all this stuff about, oh, this person was singing that. I know I'm really sad for knowing that, but it was in the paper the other week. when
It's
I read it.
interesting.
It's the same idea. You get a lot of bands nowadays, especially the older bands, have people in the background that are playing along with it, and like when someone fucks up, that other one's there to
Yeah,
carry
yeah,
it
yeah.
forward, and it's like it's not
Very
right, but it
interestingly
happens
was
a lot.
Britney
It
Spears.
happens
I
a
saw a
lot.
video. I saw a video of Britney Spears' microphone feed
Aye.
from like loads of like the headphone
Yeah.
mic she's got. Because obviously
Aye.
all the dance moves. Somebody posted. They use it apparently in lectures and stuff. There's a guy I know in a band posted it on Facebook, and I went, "Are you kidding me? This is one of those shreds thing. That's a joke, surely." He's like, no, this is genuine. They actually use it, and she is just going. She's not singing. She's
busy
out of
dancing.
breath. She's just
Busy
fucking-
dancing.
Oh my god! And I was like, well, it's a frightening realization that of course you can't sing and do all that.
No.
To be
Every
fair,
gig she's
nobody
done.
could jump about and
Aye.
keep that. She
Oh,
couldn't
no.
do it at all.
And it sounds like she's actually in pain sometimes, and you're going, well, you're not.
Sometimes I can't walk and talk.
Aye, exactly.
So.
But that's got nothing to do with
or
talent.
Sunday morning.
No, that's
It's
just
a brain
unfit
injury.
as fuck.
Is that stroke again?
But a year ago, year and a half ago, I told you that. I think I told you, James and Mark maybe already knows. But I got asked to do like some session work. if I'd be interested in some session work, and it was for some big bands.
Then they heard you play.
Pretty much, aye. But the
That's his own fault for trying to play
but
bass.
the weird thing it was the company it was for, or whatever. They basically told me that some of these big bands, the drummers can't play the whole gig because they're fucked. Basically, they're old or just completely out of fucking whack. Whatever, do you know what I mean? Because obviously
Out of whack with the drums.
no, out of whack with drums, but you know what I mean. Though they're fucked.
Bad.
So I was terrible.
No.
See, as soon as in my mouth, I was like, somebody's going to jump on that. Like, somebody's going
As
to
soon
rape
as
that.
it's in your mouth, someone's
so,
going to jump on it.
Aye, but apparently what they do is it's like a lot of bigger acts, like kind of older acts stuff. They kind of like they get like sort of dimmed or whatever. But sometimes they will dress other drummers up as them.
What?
And I was like,
That's
what?
the kiss of
Honestly,
getting one of these years.
genuinely though, it's like
Exactly.
See now, I look out for it. Like like a couple of times I thought like
Slipknot's
Stones
a
and
sham.
that, and like. Well, probably aye. There's no way you could keep that drumming up unless you were fucking. You'd need to be really, really fit. But the thing is, there's amount of bands and different things that you probably see. That probably happens all the time. You just don't realise it. You're like,
You see,
fuck.
like
just
obviously
different people
they
playing.
could probably have got more away with that in the olden days.
It's quite scary.
But like mobile technology and stuff with
Aye,
phones,
just like,
I think that's
what?
the funny thing. It'd be funny if you just saw a random snapshot of
Suddenly a big giant black guy in the background drums you lot in a
Well, no,
fucking
but
with a long blonde
No, but
wig on,
apparently-
like
apparently
Def
the way they do
Leppard
it,
or something.
it's partly really clever how they
the
do it. It's
Libertines-
really subtle, and you just wouldn't know.
The Libertines-
a white
white
guy
guy
appears.
with fucking-
He's got fucking. He's a
fucking
black
jazz
face.
hands.
The
But no,
minstrels.
that's kind of like common knowledge. Sort of part of the industry. That's terrifying.
That
man.
is terrifying.
It's really, really unsettling.
Yeah,
That's
Because if I-
basically like
no, but
a
see, if
black
I'm
guy
paying to
face.
see-
Everything you know is
No, but
false. Everything you know is fake.
if I'm paying to see that band, I want to see that fucking band. If I pay 70 quid, I'd at least like to think that they're going to go fucking
hey,
go to
no,
the gym,
right,
get
it's
themselves
not as
sorted,
if- it's
and
not
fucking
too
play.
much.
It's not as if they're a
70's
session.
too much. Why are you talking about that?
You know what I'm saying?
Aye.
You say like,
But it's not as if they're a solo artist where you're like, I don't really care about the backing band.
yeah, totally.
A
That's what I mean.
band
A
is a
fucking band's a
band,
band.
aye.
And you're paying if you're paying that amount of money. That's kind of what my point
To be
is.
fair, bands like Coldplay could probably rotate their members, and I wouldn't even know.
No, I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
They're one of the biggest
And
bands
that's even
in
the
the world.
singer.
Exactly.
They could not give a
I mean, it's
fuck.
weird.
They
I
could
don't
just
fucking.
fucking
I don't know
geography
what the
teacher.
rest of them look like.
There's like one that's got a beard, one that's bald.
I don't know fucking.
Hey,
He's got a beard, he's bald.
How dare you? Over this side of
why
the
do you
room,
think I
you're
was busy
cool.
on Saturday?
There's not
Tell
one
you,
with both.
funny story.
There's a gap in that market there. Get yourself a
I said the
Coldplay.
guitarist
Oh,
is bald with a beard.
bald with a
Oh,
beard is
is he?
an
I was
interesting
in,
look.
And uses a shitload of delay. Who does that sound?
I was in the Hard Rock Cafe in New York.
Good for you.
Years and years and years ago.
Let's move on to another
I would like
story.
to.
Name drop.
That was my story. But and I was sitting.
Can't believe you were there, Colin.
I was
That's
sitting next to. I was sitting next to the drummer from Iron Maiden, right? Now I didn't,
this-
but I didn't know who it was. It wasn't till I left, and I was like, no, you're sitting and go, I know that guy's face. Maybe he's from Greenock. I definitely know him. And I was sitting-
Definitely
and
not.
Genuinely, I was like, I know that guy's face. How the fuck do you know him?
Oh, mate, are you from Greenock?
Couldn't he figure it out? Just couldn't suss it out. He's sitting with his family, and it's like, but there's probably people out there that would have fucking like paid to even sit in the same room as the guy, and I'm like, I know that guy's fucking.
I never met anybody exciting
feel
at all last
I never
week.
met him. No, I never met him. I never like walked there. I was eating his fucking
Did
tea.
you sniff his
but-
hair?
No, I
Behind him?
I didn't know who it was. It wasn't.
Do you know
like,
what's- do you know what's really
Went
sad
to the toilet,
now?
wanked in his
I
safely.
actually went to a meet and greet for Lost Profits in their first couple. Like,
I
actually
kept that
I actually
Were
paid.
you 14 and a girl at the
Exactly.
time?
One question: how old were you?
I was 17.
Too old.
10.
I was
I
fucking.
had to, man. You were over the hill at that point.
This was 12,
If you don't have a
13
soft
years
spot in
ago.
your head, he's not into
I was going
that.
to say,
Oh!
do you know what? You've kept that quick. He's
not got a soft spot if you don't have a soft spot.
Wow.
No. I just.
No.
It was
I'm
years
taking
ago.
it back. It never happened.
No, I know. What I mean is, I
Are you
just
still on
remember.
his Skype at
I
all?
actually.
I remember repressing
False memories!
I know,
False
but-
memories!
He's always fucking offline now. It's annoying.
He is fucking offline. That's thing.
But I know. We're talking about meeting famous folk. I remember we actually were like, oh my god, we really should go and see. Why? The gig was shite. I didn't even like them, but I went with this group to go to a meet and greet. Like, oh, it was the most pretentious.
6
thing.
went, only 4 came back.
Oh, it was terrible. Terrible.
Came
Well,
on their
that was
backs.
silly, that was good. Anybody else get any stories that could be horrific? No.
Me and you meeting
Where-
75 for,
where's this
well, for about 5 seconds. Me just being really abusive and drunk, and you just dragging me away. I was like, they were pissed.
I've done that
I was
a few
basically
gigs
taking the
with
back
you as
off
well.
them, and they were like right there, and I didn't know. They were outside the tour bus because we're obviously outside the tour bus, like hoping people were going to come over and talk to him. That
Unfortunately, it's
we
beside
literally-
Colin.
When was
like,
this?
we literally came out of a gig, fucking wrecked.
A year ago.
This was the same gig. We went, your man's got shite tits to the front man.
Aye.
Wait, was this Was this Colin just doing these things like, I'm going to pretend that I don't know them just
No,
I genuinely didn't know
Those
they were there.
1975 bastards are shite.
No, I was ripping them to bits.
They had a Radio
Totally
1 story.
I don't think there's anything special about them.
There's
Really, I don't.
they're a radio. I mean,
Really good album.
I see why.
But there's nothing fantastic. There's nothing that's fucking world beating.
Very
The point-
overproduced, I think.
The point, very much
yeah.
so. But what I was going to say was, there's a thing on Radio 1 a fortnight ago, even. It was only a fortnight ago, and it was like Zane Lowe presents the Radio 1 making ofs, and there was like these stories about their first demos, and they're so boring.
Yeah.
Do you know that way?
The first demos are shit.
No. The thing is,
I've
there's no story about them. They just went, yeah, we were trying for so long and blah blah blah. Their story just basically sounded like a band who went to rehearse in a room,
Made a demo,
and
after.
eventually made it. And I'm like, this is a Radio 1 hour docu. What? It's just
Same
like
goes
we've run out of a celebrity 1975 story. They're a band who made it. That's literally the story. There was no like,
done nothing so
heartbreak,
far.
despair.
Like, if you get one album that's successful, that's great. I want to know what the second album's going
I
to
was
be
going
like.
to say, they've
You know what I
ripped
mean?
arse at this
And the first album,
Yeah.
Six singles, something
They
like
had
that.
one big single, and apart from that,
No, their singles are good. I've got to admit, their singles are good.
but
I
Man.
think his
They
voice
had
is a
one-
little bit overdone.
The song, is it
I really like Chocolate.
Chocolate? Yeah, I was going to say. There's an acoustic version of that
'Cause it's
on
about
YouTube,
drugs.
and it's fucking
Is that
brilliant.
awesome?
It's absolutely
Chocolate. It's a metaphor for
yeah.
weed.
Yeah.
His hair smells like chocolate. It's all about weed,
Oh,
aye.
see, I just thought it was all about petticoats. and-
Junkie in the corner.
Yeah, that bit makes no sense. I don't think. Aye, no, I mean they're good.
All of it mean you were
Again,
trying to
they're
explain that to Andy. They're like, no, like it's common knowledge.
good. No, but that's the thing. We kids and the mums are like, yeah, we're going to this gig. And like, yeah, chocolate.
Yeah.
He's talking about drugs, hen.
Aye.
The mom knows. The mom always knows.
Brown Eye Girl was about a prostitute who took any else. Apparently.
Don't stop
No,
me.
I thought it was about
cocaine-fueled midget prostitute fucking
heroin or
session.
some shit like that.
Brown Eye Girl.
Good on Freddie. Anyway,
Pumped in the bum.
moving.
Bum, excellent.
Moving.
I love how
You
when
just
say-
softly say that in the background.
No, I know, but I love how you've got this
May
on.
not be.
You
I'm
just hear
pretty
him
much
talking.
making shit up. I'm
Calling in
carrying
your
on, like-
ears.
You pokey bum wank.
Oh, there was a wee noise there when you did that. Pokey bum wine Colin hit the bottle off that thing.
No,
or
it's
something.
me.
Or was he just doing that?
No.
Brilliant,
Because
amazing.
I'm that talented.
Keep it together, Anthony. Keep it together. Get your pen and paper going.
I know,
You're losing
I know.
it.
Me and James are on fucking coast to just wreck this fucking ship.
Fuck no, that's where we're going to go with this.
Next.
Something to do with what James had put on Facebook that day. You were talking about the
That's a lot of
remasters.
shit.
of,
Yeah, that could be porn.
Remasters are
Something
definitely
to
maybe.
do. Something to do.
You're talking about the remasters are definitely maybe. saying
Oh,
they're fucking disaster.
wow.
So
all I heard was a few songs because I
Are they a
Spotify it.
mess?
let's talk about
Remastered albums?
Not heard them.
not just albums, but films like Star Wars, with George Lucas has kind of gradually changed some of it, but
It's-
so that Han did not shoot first.
He fucking
Yeah,
did.
he did.
Fucking
No,
did.
it's
He did.
unanimous.
It's people where they just think, oh, do you know what? They think in their mind, oh, this isn't quite how I'd have liked it. But that's them then using their mind then. To what they're looking at what things are now, and they're thinking, oh, but if I'd done that now, I'd do
The
this.
Crown
But
and Glory, I
it's not the
think.
same.
The Crown and Glory almost sounds like One and Glory. I was going to say the Crown and Glory of the Definitely Maybe story of
Look
that
at you.
remaster is the fact that they brought out it as a 4-disc thing, which has got all the B-sides, and I loved all
That's
those old
brilliant.
That's brilliant.
It's a great box set for back people who might not have heard all that stuff, because I thought those B-sides...
Some of the B-sides
they were
were better
all...
than the
They were
fucking
fucking... They were
songs.
going,
The Master
every
Plan
single
was
was a
all
fucking...
Better
Talk
People
Tonight-
is
Talk
one of my
Tonight-
favourite songs
Talk
ever.
Tonight.
Talk
That's my
Tonight, I
favourite
fucking
song.
Talk Tonight's my
Tonight,
favourite
Better
B-side, Arthur.
So all of
Master
these...
Plan.
So all
I
of
know,
these are
Master
on...
Plan's fucking fantastic.
Oh, well,
I
that's...
think
I see,
Talk
Morning...
Tonight
Right up to the
itself
end
was
of
a
Morning
song
Glory, the B-sides were still great.
Together.
That's
I mean,
right,
fuck,
aye.
there was like 3 albums worth of B-sides by the end of Morning Glory, because you had 4 singles off of the first thing, and then 4 singles off of Morning Glory. So, aye, 3 original songs for every single single. Every single single.
Every single single.
Every single square.
Listen, the Master Plan album was.
So they've remastered all the B-sides
That
as
was a
well.
phenomenal-
I love that album, and it's like
Great.
Talk Tonight.
Right,
Again,
is my favourite way.
See, obviously they'll do the same thing with Definitely Maybe. They'll bring
They
out
will.
for 4 discs next year or whatever, and it's so worth it because all those B-sides. I bet you half of Oasis fans in quotes for the radio.
Yes.
They won't
Didn't
even
even hear
know.
them.
They won't
No.
even know these
Slash
songs. Slash
cunts.
I remember making up before Definitely Maybe come out. I remember a tape, and it was because I had all the singles, and I used to really look forward to like I think it was every at one point it was like every,
I'm pretty sure it was a tape, but I
every
just thought it
6
was on the
weeks.
B-sides
No,
on
but
that
it was like
tape.
every 6 weeks, pretty much you got a single from Oasis.
Oh,
at
I
one point.
pretty much-
It was
it was really,
constant.
really
for a couple of
I used
years,
to, I fucking loved it though. It was what a year of music. It was
Oh,
for
aye.
me, anyways.
I scoured it down
You know,
like a whole new
it was,
EP.
I-
Before I
that's
knew
what
what
I
an
could have
EP
done.
was.
I
It's an
made
EP.
it basically like that
Oasis
on a
is
tape.
what got
It
me,
was great.
like, at that point, got me into guitars.
Yeah, well, that's
Like,
same.
you know,
Same
'cause
with
I
me.
was like 11, maybe when Definitely Maybe.
Guitars, drugs, and random street street violence.
Oh no, I'm from.
We used to go into all that.
I'm from Greenock.
Oh,
so
right.
the drugs and street violence was.
That was there already.
You could never live up. They could never live up to the level we have here.
But Talk Tonight, I remember me and Colin when we.
It's one of my favourite songs all time.
When
Talk
Colin
Tonight,
first
so.
started drumming with us,
So
right? I was just sitting in the old place we used to practice years ago when he first started drumming with us, and I sat and just kind of started fucking about with that, just playing the guitar and singing that along to myself. And he's like, "Oh, you can kind of sing. You should sing."
I sung that in France.
I was wrong though.
I sung that in
Pitch.
France to about 200 people.
What?
Years ago, sung it
Just
in
for
France
fun?
to 200 people.
In the street?
It was we went on a kind of a fucking
Did you sing in French?
a 2 week. No, but they didn't know. They were all French. They didn't really know. I was probably shite at it. They didn't know, and I was drunk. So.
I know.
Cunts
tonight,
clapped after it.
Something
so,
wee-
fine.
I just
Cunts
over.
clapped. I'd bluffed my way onto a 2 week music course thing. We were all meant to help towards some sort of
Only
fucking
once have you
festival.
actually seen you doing that?
Aye. Anyway, on you go.
I'd bluffed my way into like a fucking 2 week festival with my mate. And if you get into it, you had to be a musician or something.
2 week, did you say?
Yeah, we went for 2 weeks, aye.
Nice.
It was
it's like South by Southwest.
La Fontaine. It was La Fontaine. It was near where the rock climbing is. Oh, so I do the rock climbing not in there.
All right, cool.
It's fucking beautiful place.
Nice.
But we go to it for like I don't know, it was like $5 a day we paid for the bed and board in this place.
Bargain.
But we had to help towards the fucking music festival thing. But
Right.
we'd just get wasted. And they expected me
We're
to go,
helping.
they were lads to me, you have to do something, or they were trying to fucking get money back half us. No, and I said, I'll go up and do Talk Tonight during your wee fucking festival thing. And I just get drunk and done it. I don't even remember what I said if it was good or not, but cunts seem to either enjoy it or just placate
It
me.
it was French.
Aye.
It could have been get the
I
fuck
know.
off our land, like farmers.
Get off of my lawn.
Get off my land.
Fucking steamboats, so it was really good. It was a really good place.
Je ne comprends pas. Où est ça?
Who's your dad? What's that?
French?
That was French. And actually, who's your dad? I can say that in French. It's who's your daddy? Et qui est ton père?
Now this is interesting.
I can also respond.
Oh, fuck, we're going cultural.
I can respond.
No, we're not.
You're going cultural.
Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy is tu es mon père.
What does he do?
And your my daddy is no, it's qui est ton père, and then
Tu mon
tu
père.
es mon père. Tu es mon père. I can do it in German. Wo die Papa? So ist meine Papa.
What's chocolate gatto in?
Was war der Kirschtorte?
No, is that just
That's what I love that thing online that always crops up. It's
That
like,
sounds like murder chocolate. You're saying it's like murder chocolate.
it's that thing you see with like ambulance English, ambulance French. It's like ambulance, and then it's like German is Krankenwagen. Every language in the world.
Krankenwagen.
Yeah, you remember a band,
Exactly.
a Glasgow band, and it was Hugh Reid in the Velvet Underpants. Yeah, you remember Hugh Reid in the Velvet Underpants? It was them we went to France with.
We were, me and my pal
It was
Martin,
him that the fucking. It was Hugh that organised the full thing. Basically,
we took with him.
Well, he was like, I'll
band?
take you away. There's a space where you need kid on your some sort of musician. I was like, all right,
Kid on, you've got ability.
But I used to go out and get hammered with him.
Reid.
Who's that?
Shug Reid. He's fucking nuts.
He's mental.
He lives in,
Oh, crazy.
he's in China.
He used to come
Japan
out,
or something.
but he's back now.
Oh, is he
And
back?
He's fucking backwards and forwards. He married a Chinese lassie.
Well, I thought he was. I actually thought he had a wee bit part in was it Film Filth? I think he was the background of that. As
No,
well.
yeah, he's been in loads of fucking films.
I know, but he like,
Right.
I know he's in a lot of
No,
Alvin
Filth.
Welsh
See
stuff.
the earlier Alvin Welsh one. Where's the bit he meets
He's
his
the guy
Scully
seen
Trainspotting?
Trainspotting.
He's the guy who used to
Aye.
drink through him in the pub.
No, she drinks both of them.
Do you know who's coming?
She drinks
Do you know
me,
who's
not
coming here to
drinks
record? Just to totally plug this because
Alvin
I've
Welsh?
no Ron Donachie of lots of Scottish fame and Game of Thrones.
Oh, fantastic.
he's
Brilliant.
he's
You've
co-
done his sound, did you not?
I've done his sound a couple of times. He's coming to record a single here.
Can I hang out?
Can I
Can we get him on a podcast?
Who is he?
Can I come? I don't know. Can you?
See, well, he's in loads of Scottish things. He was actually, because you mentioned Filth, he's in Filth.
Yeah.
You see him briefly in Filth, actually. He's in Still Game for one episode. He's the guy, he's the kind of
Get me
the
his
Lord
face.
Major guy that's in the big pure
He's
mansion
not got phones. Get me his face.
Aye.
I demand to see his
right,
face.
Game of Thrones. He was Sean Bean's wife.
He was Sean Bean's wife?
No, he was the guy, the big guy. He's the white. He always tied it under his chin.
Yes.
Him.
How much have you seen of Game of Thrones? Have you seen season 2?
End of season 1. That's it.
Right, okay,
The little,
I can't see it yet.
little baby,
can't see it.
little baby dragon. I've only seen that bit.
I've seen
her naked
season
body
2.
again.
I've seen you don't see it again.
Oh, I thought she kept getting it out.
Not in season 2 anyway.
That's what I heard.
Nah,
Supposedly
Getting the rat out is
Listen, there's plenty of tits to go around.
I know. No, that's what I mean. I need to
supposedly she
watch
signed
on.
a contract that says that she doesn't have to get them out.
That's
anymore.
right. No, she did because she's like, I'm fed up. You're a fucking dirty tart.
I'm kind of famous now. I'm in the new Terminator film. I don't have to show my tits.
She's actually not that. She actually.
No, she's amazing.
She's hot.
See at the start of Game of Thrones, the first set with that weird brother of hers or whatever it was.
He's
It's
a
only when there's the
fucking
two of them.
horrible guy, isn't he?
Oh, he's dead. He gets the molten golden crown. It's amazing.
Yeah.
I love that bit.
And that's not slang for
But
like
her,
in the face.
no, but her,
There's a
So if
lot-
somebody offers you that,
there's
never
much better.
accept it.
her first naked scene was great because
Aye.
she looked really, she
Dementia.
got really
Who's you going to say
skinny.
she looked really young? Is that what you're going to say there? No,
That's
no,
it, yeah.
She was a bit bigger, a bit.
What
a
kids
bit
got
See me
to
and my
you?
missus,
We've got on tape.
I'm watching Game of Thrones now, and she picked up like after about 5 episodes, like, see anytime they're having sex, they're all doing it doggy style. So she then nicknamed it Games of Throning. I was like, every now and then I was like, they're Game of Throning.
Well, fun enough because it was actually her character that it then changed it round.
Yeah.
That big,
that's right, aye.
big Dothraki guy.
Yeah, man.
That's fucking.
Khal Drogo.
What a guy.
He's a big lad.
He's just
isn't
a machine of a man. Yeah.
a creature of
Oh, he's
the
dead
night.
now.
Yeah, he's gone.
he? Single-handedly
Not in real
destroying
life.
the first season.
Not in real life. I'm sure as an actor he's a
They're
lovely
on the
man.
fourth
See if
one
he
now,
dies
so-
overnight.
Huh?
If he dies overnight, then you're going to feel real bad.
Well, that's it. Here's the curse.
I hope not.
So we've not named them. That's cool.
We've named so
He was
many
brilliant
fucking
as
people.
Conan.
in the last two
We haven't
shows.
named them.
Chances are somebody will die. We've named a lot of people in the last two shows.
We
so
have.
I think maybe that's it. We just name drop quite a lot.
If that's the case, can I just throw down a name? Kanye West. He's open.
Oh,
Really?
so I mean, he's a dick, but I don't think I want him to die.
Morrissey.
It's only just
Morrissey, I'm naming.
Bobby Brown. Bobby Brown. Fuck it, let's just do it. Bobby Brown.
He's
a chance
been
he could
close
die.
to
Is he no
death,
actually did anyway?
No, his
Chris
wife
Brown.
is.
Pretty much.
What is?
That's weird though because I heard she was clean when she died. That's fucking terrible.
Chris Brown, no, Chris Brown, he should.
Chris Brown
burn
is actually
to
what I was thinking of.
fucking-
No. I don't want him to die. I just want him to be slightly stabbed, just like an inch or so in every.
It's the action as
Just
well.
a little chip.
What are you doing?
Just starts bleeding out.
Get away from me!
Practicing
No,
my
Chris.
stabbing.
I'm slightly Get the fuck away from me! No,
Stop
Chris.
it!
Chris.
Stop it! You're going to pierce his skin.
I know.
And just as it starts to heal over, just kind of stick a matchstick or something in there.
He's really thought about this.
See, years ago,
No, I fucking
He said a lot of horrible wanks. He's saying this is
years ago, I used to work in a factory, and a guy, some random psycho guy that you know, you like, I don't know if you've ever worked in a factory, but like, you always get,
I've
you always,
very
you
briefly.
always
Always
get
a lot
like,
of
there's
chipping.
always a lunatic.
Yep.
You work with on your line or whatever, right?
Always what you want in a
And
factory.
if you don't know who that lunatic is, it's
It's
you.
you, aye,
there's no
right.
it's aye.
So, and I always remember, right, you had to go up this sort of big sort of warehouse bit to get these, like flat pack boxes and stuff. And there's every couple of hours you would run a box, I would go back and get these boxes. And I'm with this guy, and he's like, I like putting my knife in it. And in the box, it's like, how's that? He's like, it feels like stabbing a person. And I remember thinking to myself,
Fucking hell.
time to get a new
Fuck's
job.
sake,
Fuck that.
And that's
Genuinely, he was like,
backwards.
Dad, why do you work here?
See me put a Stanley into a box, man, it feels like you're stabbing a person.
I watched the factory and
Sure
actually
it
get an
does.
industrial
It's the
accident.
most incredible thing I've heard.
I
Just-
worked up
just-
at Port
yeah,
Glasgow
what?
in the old housing office in Port Glasgow years ago, and this guy came in and he was mental, and he just kind of came up. There was two sides of the desk. One was for the housing bit, and one was for housing benefits.
It's Port Glasgow. Chances are high there's going to be a fucking lunatic in there as well. So.
Yeah.
Oh,
we'll put it this
let's
way.
not go there yet.
Let's just say there was three
Not
people
just
in this
at all.
room.
Have a go to Port.
One was mental, so that was actually an improvement on the general odds. Right. So I was sitting at one bit, and this other receptionist was sitting at the other. This guy came in and started insisting that you had to speak to someone in the building. And they're like, I'm sorry, they're in a
Hey,
meeting.
janitor.
They'll be back. They're in a meeting. They'll be done in about 20 minutes if you want to wait. And he's like, oh, I don't know. I need to speak to him. I need to pick something out. And then they ended up sitting down, like literally about 2 foot in front of me. Pulled out a Stanley knife and started slashing at their arm.
Oh,
Fuck yeah!
Why?
Because he was from the.
because he was
Because he was
for the
He was
future.
that's what I was going to say there. He was trying to warn us about, I don't know, Putin.
He did say his name was Connor.
Beware China.
Well, he just sat down and started slashing his arm. Then he stood up and just kind of looked at me, and then walked over to the other side and sat down and started slashing his arm again. At this point,
Can I get a flat yet?
That's how he gets his fucking
pretty much
kicks.
what he was after, I think. And then
Never make eye contact with a cutter.
he'd been there for like 2 minutes, and
Never
then just
make
kind
eye
of stood
contact.
up. He stood up, and just went ah, and then walked out. He just stood up, screamed, and walked outside.
Fuck yeah.
So I
I've never been so proud of my dad.
See, there's so many ways you can dress that joke up.
it was
I
one
love
of those
it.
things that I kind of thought, I need to see where this goes. Because right outside the office at that point was pretty much, you had Donaghy's, the port, the pub just across the street,
Yeah.
or you had the bus
Great
stops.
cheeseburgers. Years ago, they used to do amazing cheeseburgers.
So you had the
Was it
you
cow
had the
meat?
bus stops or the
No, it's
pub, and I
fine.
thought, I need to see where this is going. So I followed
I need to see what's
Well, this guy's
From
going
a safe distance.
Aye, from a safe distance.
All these in jokes that don't mean
so I
anything.
thought-
I think
Fall from
anybody
a safe
except us.
And then I pulled my head out the front door and just seen him just kind of walking along, blood pouring his arm. There's a fucking line of blood. And he just walked up to the bus, banged on the window, and the doors opened, and he just jumped in, and it went away.
What? They let him on?
They also hadn't realised
for
how
free?
batshit
It's like-
and
They had no
raging
choice.
was.
He was
Or
seeing
they
the
were
blood in
just-
the guy's face.
Or
And that
just,
bus went on to be the bus from the end of Nightmare on Elm Street. Just at the end. There you go. That's that bus.
Yeah, travelling through time.
Yep.
To go back to the 80s.
1983,
But no, that's
84.
I can't remember how I got onto this, but yeah.
another day,
Just
How
guy
I-
slashing his arm with a Stanley blade. It was brilliant.
Well, thanks for joining us
crazy.
this week.
Crazy people are everywhere.
that
What's
was
next
awesome,
agenda? Let's keep this fucking show going.
I would say
Really?
on the road.
Let's
but
put a
it's not
fake
happening.
smile on and play through that shit one more time.
Aye.
Kind of huff.
Alright, seeing as this is the 6th of June, the World Cup's next week. Bit off the music topic, but
I have no idea who's going to fucking win it.
any
Could
predictions?
not give a fuck.
could not.
Personally,
I don't
just
care,
about
but I will enjoy it.
I will enjoy it
immensely.
when it's over,
I
but I just watch any
I
games.
love the World Cup.
I can talk about this for like
I watch
half an hour
any
if you
games.
want.
Go kill some time in a Geordie accent.
Who Jenks gonna? No, 'cause
more.
I want to actually
Alright,
hear.
Scouse accent.
I tell you what, if I'm talking about
Dutch
different countries,
accent.
I'll do that. Yes, I will talk about the Dutch, yes. So anyway, the Dutch I think will get to the semi-finals.
God, it's worse when you can hear it so
Ah,
close
it's
in your head.
It's like he's whispering into you.
Oh God.
Yes, you
The
like
Dutch
the
whis-
whispering.
the Dutch
you like the
whisperer.
whispering in your ear.
Oh God.
You know, somebody walking to work listening to this going, what the fuck's going on?
Or not, right. I think, right.
Smoking a pancake.
Smoking a pancake.
What's a keeper?
Blinks in the bung.
What's
Blinks in the bung, yes. No, I think that Brazil will win it.
Aye.
Spain. will
Germany, I think. Germany now
Germany
starting
are
to get a
good-
good shout.
Germany are a good
They've
team.
got
They
rid of their old dudes and they've got the young ones. starting to
Germany
come in.
always get to the semis, but at the same time, but at the same time, they are not used to the heat that they're going to be playing out there, which will be jungle.
And they never win a war.
Aye,
They
that's
never
it.
win a war.
Aye.
You know, they always get quite far in. Never win it.
Exactly,
Look, Europe that way.
like UKIP.
Aye.
You think Brazil really?
Brazil, because they're used to the.
Who was it?
it'll be a-
Was it Uruguay or something? Fucking last time it was.
No, the last World Cup.
Look at this
Spain.
country. You
Spain.
are gay.
You are
Spain will
gay.
get to the semis. Germany, I think, will get to the quarters or the semis. England will be shit and go out in the group stages.
They'll go to the
as far
group
as I'm
stages.
concerned.
Aye, as far as definitely.
Or
It will be a
could
South-
go the other way because it always does. Like there's
It'll be-
never
it-
any.
it
I
will
don't think England will
It
be
will be a South
surprising.
American country that wins it because there's not been any country from outside South America won when the World Cup's been in South America with the temperature that they're playing in. They are not
The
used
temperature will be a factor in that.
to it. Considering that from the
Really?
north and the
Favela?
north,
Temperature?
the
Heat?
north of Brazil, they're playing in like
That's a bit chilly out
What
here.
really baffles me is why do they make their homes out of fucking corrugated iron? Surely there's got to be better fucking materials out there. And
footballers
mulling
are
a
not
hot
very
fucking
intelligent.
heat.
they may as well just live in a giant.
Maybe
fucking
that's the only
microwave.
material they
big
can
oven.
afford.
I was going to
Huge
say, I
oven.
think that's mainly.
That's what they can
they're not.
afford.
They're not going to IKEA and going. Let's go and put.
Ah, but
I'll
surely,
put the corrugated iron.
surely, but there's got to be like sort of wood debris or something like that rather than fucking.
If
just-
anything, they should be a bunch of
corrugated
guys
iron?
running about with Kalashnikovs and shit like Modern Warfare 2.
That'd be good,
Oh,
wouldn't it?
that's a horrible level.
Oh, I
though.
love that.
I love that.
No, no,
I
it was good.
Running
But then you
across
turn
the
the corner and then the
roof,
dogs are coming at you.
Oh, do you mean?
Actually,
Do you mean
I-
the level or the multiplayer? There's two
multiplayer
different.
thing.
Oh, I'm
No,
talking about the multiplayer.
No, you're talking about the
Story mode.
The actual
No, what's the other?
the co-op thing. It's
Aye,
the
you know what I'm talking about.
special ops.
Special ops,
Spec
right?
ops.
When you've got to kill so many of the
Aye.
fucking bad guys, and then
That's
terrorists-
that they come in. That's,
Oh,
that's
fucking
amazing.
dogs, man.
actually.
You can fucking fight a dog, and you're like, fuck that.
Oh, Warfare 2 is great.
I like
Yeah,
it.
this is one when I was playing it.
they
Becky would
took
go,
so
"Oh, you're killing
much
dogs," and you'd be like, "But I'm killing lots of
Aye.
people." And
That's
you know,
like almost
nobody cares about the
The
fucking
only time
people.
I
You
played
know,
a
you
video
kill a
game was
dog.
when Soap McTavish died.
Aye, I know.
fucking
It's a good
We
story.
were all
It's a
texting
great
each other
story.
for that. Mind, we were like, fucking. Like,
No, because I hadn't played it.
I thought you.
No. That's when we were playing. When
me,
we
you,
were playing
aye.
you,
Warhammer
sorry.
at his house.
You,
Oh, that's what it is.
That
We
was the
played your game for
Aye,
you.
because it was Modern Warfare 3 that I really got into it and
Aye,
started playing
aye.
it. I had played
It's
2
like,
online, but
we done the story mode. We completed the story mode for you, and then we thought we'll go online then. So
Aye.
we started playing online.
oh yeah, because the drums were done for the day. We're doing
Aye.
something else.
Aye,
Aye, they
so
just
it's
sat, and this
sat
was all
playing
boringly live streamed to the world.
That's right.
Remember?
We had about 100 people watching this fucking.
Wait, there's
like,
that game
like-
you're on as well. That
No, that's not even that. This was either Justin TV, which is Twitch, or it was something else at the time. But it was amazing because
It was really good,
We
wasn't
actually, quite, I think that
Once I got on a lot of said and seen you because you kept posting up that I'm on whatever the Twitch is, and I went, don't know what it is. I'll click on it, and it was you dressed up like E.T. You had like a blanket on you.
Oh, that was
playing
Colin's,
a game.
that's the-
Colin's
the-
present of the...
And I was
Aye,
like,
the Jedi robe.
but
Jedi robe.
I watched this shit for like 15 minutes. And I was like, what am I
Folk
even
watch
doing
these
anywhere?
things for hours.
Again,
Oh,
sounds
the
like...
numbers, there was loads of fucking numbers on it.
Twitch gets more traffic than fucking Facebook. That's how popular Twitch
It's like,
is.
what am I even doing watching this shit?
Oh, I know. I think it's interesting.
Beggy, just take your finger at my arse. It's not happening. It's not happening.
But alright, live streaming the game's kind of funny.
Sanchez.
But
Aha!
but I think so World Cup again.
A South American team will win it.
I've put money on Argentina. I'm just put that there now.
They have
Like, actually-
they have set up the
Actual
team
money.
that
You're actually
Messi
putting
and Aguero works.
I've always wanted to do that, but
Yeah.
What do you think?
I need to get
we're
somebody
gonna
who knows what
Scottish
they're talking about and do
a
it.
Scottish. No, I think we're going to get a fucking English song for the World Cup.
Oh, what's the
of
point?
course.
Let's spin it that way. What's the best and worst World Cup songs?
Oh.
Scotland had fucking Delamitre's Don't Come Home Too Soon.
I fucking dumped. Don't dare.
I quite like that "Eat My Goal" song.
That was
There you go.
okay, but that wasn't a World Cup song.
Ironically-
that was just a generic football song.
No,
Three lines on his shirt was the
Song
fucking
two.
crazy
What?
one.
Oh, that was
version
FIFA
of-
98.
Oh yeah,
The
fucking.
two comedians had done it.
You were at it for the first week, like,
the video-
oh, and then
video
after that, you're like, get it to X as quickly as you could, so
Aye.
you just get off the menu.
Oh, shut up.
That's been
Woo,
re-released
fucking
about 5
end.
times for different tournaments.
Dave, who's that? Fucking Dingy Allen done one as well.
Keith Allen was Vindaloo.
Vindaloo.
Oh
Shite, man.
my god,
Shite.
that's
Aye.
What
right.
about Embraces World at our feet? That was fucking dire.
That's just
The
terrible.
best.
Do you think
best-
Scotland's had worse ones in England?
No,
or?
no. The best football song
was
was
on
New
Advert
Order
3.
World in Motion.
With
With
I'm
John,
gonna make 3 World Cups, to
John
be
Barnes rap.
Is it John Barnes? Is that the one he rapped
Yeah,
on?
New
Fuck
New
yes.
Order World in Motion. We got the world in motion.
He's so uncomfortable in that. It's
Oh, it's
unreal.
brilliant.
Not as uncomfortable as I was wanking it.
It's always been a wanky. Always been a wanky.
I pictured it. Oh no!
I pictured that he was there.
The sound at the end of it.
Kleenex, sir.
Oh no!
I'll just wipe the end off for you. No, God.
I actually felt that in the tip of my foot.
Yeah, imagine that one.
Just in my
Where have you put
Q-tip.
your hand
I'll
in
get
there?
right in there
Aye.
with a Q-tip.
No, no, get it from underneath.
No, sir, we're not dressing yet.
That's horrific.
Sir, trousers first, sir.
That thing you can taste in your mouth, listeners, is vomit.
Or some guy's dick.
That's who we attract.
In for a
now, I
penny,
think.
in for a pound.
Oh, good God.
Is what they
If
say
you're
to
lucky, it
Paris.
could be both.
Aye.
Fucking hell, man.
So
And this is
we're
why our
going for South
podcast comes with
American
a
team.
disclaimer, man.
So any World Cup thing done. Move on.
Cool.
Yeah, let's
The only
go.
other thing I can think of is we talked in the last episode about Hard
I've only
Rock.
got like 50 minutes left, so you can
Aye,
fucking play
that's what I
through
say.
it.
We talked about Hard Rock Rising last one, how it wasn't very well attended.
What was this?
The
Hard Rock
thing
The
Rising.
was,
father's son.
There's
and
about 70
Jenkins
people.
stuff like
We've all been to gigs where there's not a lot of people.
It was a
there.
week ago. I've forgotten.
Aye.
that. Aye. It's like,
What kind of common mistakes have you seen people make when it comes to like attendance, or as
not going.
no, like
Oh shit! I was meant to be
sure.
there. I was meant to
Aye.
be there tonight.
like
Damn.
the promoters or stuff like that, and then
They,
equally,
didn't, they
like,
didn't go to assembly first
Aye.
to get signed off.
the flip side of that would be like, what kind of novel things have you seen promoters or bands doing to get folk at
Always
gigs?
thinking.
If you're
no.
talking about promoters, not very much.
I know. There's NHC
I think
bastards.
promoters need to understand this. Their job is to promote.
No, I think the novelty.
I would not refuse
The
it.
novelty of the gig thing is turned to the point where promoting is almost like, oh, I just need to be. If I'm a promoter, I'm a cool guy. But
Aye.
then you don't do the promoting because you think, oh well, I don't need to do that, do I?
Sorry, they're fucking
It's-
murdering and smoking the water.
It's
It's not just that.
I might say earlier on, there's some
they're
background
murdering a
music as we're
snake.
actually in a studio.
We're actually
for
yeah,
this.
we're out backstage at
The Clyde thing, Radio 1's big weekend.
that's exactly.
We're backstage at a brothel.
And a Coldplay are just playing some smoke in the
Smoke
water. Right, so basically people say, right, I'm going to be a promoter because apparently that's what everyone does and I'm going to be cool, and then they just sit back and don't even turn up to the
Yeah.
gig.
It's a status.
Now, that was fucking Boxy's problem
Yeah.
for a while.
Yes.
Massive problem.
People who
It's-
shall not be
I should
named.
realise someone off. I'll show up, take the money and leave.
Aye,
You
that kind of
cheeky
thing.
bastards.
Literally, they think this is an easy job because apparently all I need to do is book the band, then get the money. Fuck, do you? That's not what you need to do.
That's a
That's the
booker.
start of your job.
Well, that's thing. I seen on the Facebook that there's been a couple of things recently about promoters.
Yeah,
the
we've
band
been,
ones. And that's something that has been mentioned. It's like there's a difference between a booker and a promoter,
Oh, aye.
and that's what so many of these people.
Oh yeah, the
don't
job is
understand.
And some
split.
speakers think
The
they're
job should be
promoters, some
split.
people
they're
think
not.
they're fucking
Exactly.
That, I've got a promoter doing this, and you're like, no, who you've got running that as a booker? All they're doing is booking. That's it. They've booked you for that venue. You've not got a promoter working for you.
Exactly.
You know, it's
You've got nothing going on.
You've nothing going on at all. There definitely is a.
You've got some shady overlord in the background somewhere, like some evil genius just sitting there making all the money.
There's a hell of a lot of them in Glasgow. You know what I mean? We could sit here all fucking day.
Like me and James could tell you a story about a few months back. I think it was a month ago.
Careful now.
I know.
Careful now. Down with this sort of thing.
Say it first, then include me.
What they're getting taught in college.
No, they're getting
promoting
chunked,
things.
They're getting taught screw bands, basically.
Yeah,
get the money, get to fuck. That's it. That's
no,
it.
but what we were basically told is like never give away a
never
give away a contact and never give away a contact and never help anybody out. That's really worrying.
I'm not one to badmouth anyone or how methods are done now. Apparently, but yeah,
since when?
It's kind of terrifying.
It's the fact that there was a show of mine. There was a show of mine on a SoundShape gig locally in Greenock, and
were you the promoter or the booker?
Well, I ended up being both.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? And I wasn't supposed to be. It was supposed to be a gig with my name attached to it, and I ended up. And not even that. I guess whatever you'd want to call me. I basically brought the equipment. I didn't realise I was bringing that until the day before. So. Oh, that was.
Pardon me.
That's
That's Coldplay off stage.
I was actually thinking that noise sounded
There
like.
goes that orange amp.
I actually just thought my ears are fairly packed in. They just went. That's it. Ooh,
It was surreal.
Am I dying?
It was surreal because I could feel it in my feet, but I couldn't hear it because of the headphones.
No, that's a stroke.
How many fucking strokes do we have in this place?
3.
No, but yeah, I think you can't. And then let's go into the details. of that. We're still not naming names, but the fact is that person then the only evidence of that they're not actually. The thing is, they're not even acting. The thing is that's where their life of it
if it were really bad,
began and ended.
No longer in business.
Oh, they're no longer.
They were never in business. It's purely. It's to purely fulfil what do you call it? Like a unit. Like a graded unit. And the proof. All they needed for proof was a couple of pictures of a gig. Now I say a gig. They could have taken the pictures anywhere.
You said that.
You said that to me.
Yeah.
So Colin kind of went, well, why? How is it you passed this? Blah blah blah. I didn't even want to ask. I'm like, look, I'm fed up. I've been doing a lot for this gig that wasn't meant to be done.
You were in the huff most tonight, which is quite funny.
I mean, it went really well. I mean, I enjoyed it. It was annoying that I had to do everything to make it happen. When I thought all I was doing was going. Here's a couple of bands could play.
Party that night. They played it,
and they played 2 gigs that night.
Fucking amazing.
So they came down from Glasgow. But the thing is, so that's the thing. They were getting taught like, okay, you have to do this thing for your graded unit, and your proof is you write a little bit and then you show some photos. So you could have literally just done anything. You could have walked to your local pub and saw a band and went snap, snap, snap. Add that into your grid, and that's your gig. So I'm like, what's that teaching them?
Not one lecturer showed up. Nobody
from the
college showed up. I was like, that's fucking disgraceful. Like if that's a graded unit, if that's a graded unit, surely they should be there. Make sure it runs properly.
It fucking
helps them
annoyed
out.
me.
Do you know what I mean?
Because when I was at that college years ago doing a similar course, that was like, forgive our shortcomings because this is the first this was the first year it ran. It still sounds like they're in their first year of running.
It's terrible.
They're probably still saying, guys, we're just ironing out the kinks 9 years later.
But that's
do you know what I mean?
That's the kind of gigs they used to put on, like once a year they'd do the thing in Colin Lee's.
Yeah, it was always a fucking mess.
And it was just a shambles.
I mean, I think it's, but we were always there kind of trying to support like a local uni or your local college sort of thing and try give them a bit of boost.
We
played one of them 1 year. We actually played one of them 1 year because we were like the headline act or something like that.
Because for a lot of people,
Matt, at the time we actually played it, they were meant to be supplying all the equipment. We ended up
bringing everything
up to our old unit and grabbing like my amp and all these other things and bringing them down.
Exactly.
It was that.
It's lucky that was available to happen.
Well, that's the thing.
The thing
is a gig you're talking about the one that they basically say is you were like with PAs there and they're like PA.
Yes.
That's the one.
It was mine.
That's bad thing.
Fucking hell. But the thing is, for most people, the shocking thing about colleges and unis not really giving the proper information, even with the internet. people still think I need to go and get a qualification in this before I can do it. So if they're getting taught the wrong way, never mind learning the wrong way from.
Oh no, they are.
Fucking hell! If you can't learn from trial and error, and you can't get somebody to teach you that's 50 years old that's done it, where the fuck are you going to learn it from then?
The girl come down
so wrong.
trying to get some info about how to run gigs and stuff, like when I was doing it for
Hangar 18.
For Hangar 18 thing. But the thing is, I'd never run a gig or done a gig in my life.
Aye.
I'd literally just went.
A lot of it is common sense.
Well, that's what I was going to. That's exactly what's it. My
Is that what you're going to say? Sorry.
Yeah, no, but you're right.
I thought I was going to say that anyway.
It's literally just. It's not a hard job. It's difficult to get people on the door.
It's a difficult job, but it's not hard to do right.
It's not
hard to do right.
It's stressful, but it's not hard to do.
It's stressful.
You have to do to say I've now done everything that I can do to get people on the.
I think what a lot of people don't understand though as well is. You need to have a rapport with the bands as well. You need to
don't treat it like a machine.
You can't. You need to, and that's how my nights were quite successful. Is purely on the basis of a lot of people wanted to come back and play because they enjoyed it, and I was there the whole fucking night. I made sure the bands were treated right. I basically treated people the way I would like to be treated because civility costs nothing.
Absolutely.
And that's what that gig lacked.
Chemistry is the biggest thing about it.
Me and James were doing the talking to the bands. She started calling. Actually, I had to tell the person that you need to go up and thank the band. You need to go and introduce yourself and thank the band for playing.
Aye, just common courtesy as well. Again, common sense.
Pocket the money as well. Didn't even so much as go earn a couple of pounds for petrol.
Let's not even go there. I know. Where did all that money go?
And then stop selling tickets. Now, it's fine. I've made a couple of pounds.
What? 30 folk walked in and didn't even charge any of them.
What the fuck are you going to pay the bands then? What the fuck do they make out of it?
Surely that goes to the bands. If you've made your money now, surely the bands get.
You're saying civility goes a long way because that's the thing. Again, sticking with the music thing, it goes along with the.
Honestly,
it goes along with the recording side because my experience prior to having a studio was always. Whenever I saw a band in a studio or went with a band to a studio, or even years ago, I've been lucky when I was getting recorded by other people before I started doing it to ourselves. It was like they were good guys and it was a good luck really because you had no idea. But so many bands get treated as if, right, you're here till 9, right? So I'm just going to get you at the fucking door, and they don't go back there because they're like, what? They're paying you fucking great money. Yeah. So I think not trying to big this up, but like I know what it's like. So here, bands can crash over, they can fucking sit and drink, do whatever they like, just have a good time because then the recordings, you can't sit and go, right guys, you're on the clock, get the fuck out, I don't care, in 3, 2, 1, right, I don't give a fuck what you're going to say, I'm out here. So it's not like that, you can't really treat bands
that's
like
because
that.
It becomes a job.
It's not fun. It's like you're privileged to be doing that kind of thing, you can be.
I actually really, I didn't think I would enjoy it as much as I did enjoy it, putting bands and things like that on. Like I met some really fucking good friends through that.
Yeah.
Quinny is a perfect example. Do you know what I mean? I ended up a really good friend.
Yeah, I mean, it was through music. I met Quinny years ago.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
recorded him. That's how I met him. I recorded his first band. And he was like 15.
Yeah,
and they were still fucking good then. And obviously, I've still kept in touch with him.
But that's what I'm saying. Though you end up being like good friends through music. That's how we all know each other basically through music. Do you know what I mean? But man, there's people out there that are just that in the incident, but the episodes. But no, genuinely though, like James is saying though, he's right. It's like 90% of music is common sense. It really fucking is.
We've added a 90% to it now, so it's like that'll do.
10%, 84%.
No, but you do need to sort of roughly.
Right, wait till I get my chart out.
I couldn't have put on the gigs that I did without playing in the bands for fucking nearly 20 years. Do you know what I mean? I couldn't have done it because I've done it for so long. And I know what it's like to get treated like fucking absolute shit as well.
I think being in a band, being involved with the dirty end of the stick helps you.
It really does. Helps you put on good gigs. It really does.
What about the flip side then? What kind of novel things, positive things have you seen either a promoter or a band or whatever do to kind of get a gig going?
Well, the thing is, we've been talking about this as well. I just feel it's your normal at fucking 4 band bills now. They seem to be dying in their arse now. You need to try and
needs to stop
before I forget.
I know you're a big fan of it.
Simple fact: too many bands, too many venues. Every single fucking night.
Before I forget, Ali McRae, before Radio 1, the reason it got on Radio 1, Detour, they done it phenomenally. Their fucking heist, what did they call them again? They took
they took a venue and filmed it and all that kind of stuff.
Well, no, it was before that. I mean, they took the bands away and took them like blindfolded.
Because they do wee jaunts, that's it, isn't it?
Before that, even they're all still on YouTube. La Fontaine's, Carnivore's done one. A band that Bruce Rintoul, the producer engineer guy, his band played. I'm talking. It was like 2009.
Try that. We're going to blindfold you, right, guys?
What the fuck did they call it?
Put it back
Basically,
And chain you up
him
and put you in the back of your van.
Is it Malky? Whoever the other guy.
I think I know what you're
D2. It was like
right, I
D2.
remember
They did it as a
It was like a
TV
van
show.
thing, and they just
did it as a
put it on
TV show. So
aye.
basically, they'd do like a little 10-minute, 15-minute video, and then they'd go like, "This is who we've got coming up at Block," and like so and so, and people would share this. It would go viral. They had a really nice CGI thing. A guy made all these credits for them and stuff like that. And then they done these things where they blindfolded bands. It only happened about 6 or 7 times. They'd blindfold a
And the
band
charges get
from. Well, it's incredible to watch because the La Fontaines get taken to the Falkirk Wheel, and they played
Wow.
basically on
Oh,
that.
fantastic.
And then Carnivores played at the top of that giant tower in Glasgow. What's that one?
Yeah,
They played at the very top of that.
Is
That's
this the same
cool
idea,
as
like,
fuck.
'cause
That
One
sounds
Junction
cool, but
did-
Did you guys not
Logist-
see this at the time?
No, I didn't.
Oh my!
That sounds cool,
God.
but logistically,
It was
that'd be, you need
amazing.
a lot of money to
'Cause,
put something
One
like
Junction-
that.
Well, no, all
don't
they didn't really. All they done it was just Ali McRae
Set a
and
PA up,
they did-
surely?
basically they'd have a PA. The bands would be told, "Be at your house." And
No, but Ali McRae
whatever.
knows. He obviously knows people to get him, won't he? Like that, the fucking
No.
That
This is way before. I'm talking. He wasn't even a Radio 1 DJ.
right.
This was like 2009
Station
before he was
Radio
doing
or
this.
something like that time, wasn't
He
it?
was just doing it himself with this other guy. So basically, they would turn up at the band's house with their van. The bands would get bundled in the back. Where there's no windows. They'd get told, right, that this will be like a 2-hour trip. They'd arrive at this venue and get told, this
thrown
is
up in the back, just pure.
pretty much. But it was incredible and it was viral.
No, it's going to be
It was
something that I
viral
do
as
think
fuck.
there's.
But the thing is,
it needs
that
something
gets
fucking
people's attention.
different.
It's something different and it gets people's attention.
Absolutely.
Oh, aye.
man, that's
And
really
then they
good.
done the wee jaunts and it all progressed and obviously they haven't
Somebody done a car
Yeah.
park tour, like a couple of car park tours recently as well, because a couple of the people on our page were involved. The Man Scott done one, Little Fire done one, but again it was some company that were doing. They were calling it a car park tour, and they were just fucking showing up. You had like what they would say is they go like 30 people to get advanced. We're going to show up in your city basically. We've got 30 advance tickets. They're only like £3 each, are cheap, but we're only going to tell you in the day where we're going to be.
Aye,
So you've
so
got
it's
that
like-
day to get to
What's
a
it-
car
what's it-
park.
it
But
builds
they fuck
excitement of it.
every car park. It was always like weird, creepy, underground shitty car parks they done it, but they just set up a PA and then said online, done like on the event page, whatever, and said like you've got 2 hours to get to this car park,
Aye.
and all of them were fucking mobbed, and it went really well, but.
Aye.
So
It's
I don't
'cause
know
you
what-
feel like you're part of
you feel like
something.
you're
Yeah,
part of something.
something
That
big
is
and
like
different.
this whole thing. It's a big idea. You need something that's fucking
it-
gets people interested in
It's
it
similar,
again.
see that real radio renegade shit that they always do. It's like, oh, he's in your town, he's in this, and you just get people running about fucking.
I
mental.
know. It's
I'll
weird.
kill him. If I get him, I'll kill him. He's in your house. I'll kill him.
I'm not even fear. I'm going to dare in.
See when you work for Inverclyde Council and you're standing. Well, take that out.
I'm going to
works
get a
for
vase
him
and bust
for
over his fucking head. That's what I'm going to do.
See when you work in Inverclyde and you're wearing a shirt and tie and you blink and you're standing outside.
Well, that's the only job it
office,
is.
Yeah, everyone wears shirt and tie and everyone goes like, "You're the real radio renegade." You're like, no.
No, I'm up at court.
And that's who it'll be. It'll be a,
It's like you just have
Smack.
hundreds of people running about mental from that, and
Oh,
it's like
it's
that's
crazy.
it's a similar
But it
idea.
works,
It
though.
makes. It gives some kind of atmosphere around it. It gets.
That's
people
because
something-
a lot of
It
people
gives the
try to
junkies
feed their
something to do,
children.
basically. That's
Aye,
what
it's a similar idea with the kind of gig thing.
Aye.
It gives a kind of
Aye.
mystique to it, and it
You
makes
want
it,
that
I want to be
You need
part
the
of this.
mystique.
They want to be
Anthony
part
was
of it.
we were talking about the fucking leaving. He was the crazy thing you were talking about the last time. Fucking the
I was talking
gigs
about
in
squatting and
squatting.
gigs, aye.
Get squatters gigs, so you just take care of this for the night, basically, or 2 nights before. That's a cracking idea.
That's
definitely.
Don't know who'd take responsibility for it.
Don't
That's a
fucking look at
cracking
me.
idea.
I'm not responsible for myself.
Aye, I can't take my license.
listen, my mate Shinty, who does the
Paul Thompson.
the sabotage
Aye.
show.
I know Shinty. Shinty's a good guy.
So he's got the whole. I know Shinty's great. I mean, he's very passionate about the music. Obviously, I mean, he's just finished. He's finished his unit. He's all the whole thing he was doing for his uni project was like this whole the ramble on music, and it's like
it was me that done the hang for it, the after it film.
oh, right, well, obviously,
Oh, that
well,
thing,
then
I
you know.
think that
Well, I
was
was going to say,
after-
well, you know,
the thing
you
that
know
came out
exactly
of
what. Right, I mean, obviously, I don't need to explain it too
The
much.
sex.
Basically, but I mean, the thing is, obviously, the whole point of that was he gave me his sort of overview that to get feedback on it, and I sent it back to him and stuff. And the whole point is, it's like he had a big point where it's more about getting it back to the idea of like sub pop and stuff like that, where it was like you trusted the bands because they're on that label. So like if gigs were happening because
You
of
knew
Sub
to
Pop.
go because
You
you had a
went,
cracking night.
and you need more of that, because now it's just left, right and centre, or some gig, you just don't know if it's going to be good or not, but if you kind of trust the label, if you trust... So that idea is good. You need more of that sort of romance about it. It's like, oh yeah, I'm excited about it, and I've only just heard about the gig. So it's not about like, this might be good. You're going to be like, I know this will be good. So that definitely needs to come back.
The mistake is that the whole idea of it is like it's building something behind the gig. It's making it seem like it's a special thing that nobody else knows about, and you're special to be involved in it. And building that kind of thing makes it bigger than what it is in a way.
Yeah.
We should maybe murder one person at every gig, but advertise it says we will murder one of
Jack
you.
the Ripper's back.
We will murder one of you cunts at the gig. I bet we sell tickets.
Just make a murder mystery gig.
Yeah, where we actually
We just got all these
somebody.
goths that are like, yeah man, I want to die.
Who done it? We'll find out during the course of the set.
It's like one of those cheesy hotel
Do you know
things
what?
where it's
That's
like a
what I
murder
mean, that's what
mystery
I'm like-
night.
that's what I'm
It's fucking brilliant.
Sure, that would sell tickets.
It would though.
I tell you what you need to do. Less is more kind of thing. Make it about one band.
Aye.
And
The
a
four-band
gig.
gig, the four-band bill is
Doesn't it what?
dead in
It's
its
horrible.
arse.
It's a horrible thing to play as well.
Especially 'cause the
It's not
amount-
nice because it feels like a conveyor belt. It needs to
Yeah,
stop. That's
yeah.
Especially
It's got to go.
because
See, and I understand this, but you're talking from a band point of view, and I'm talking from a promoter point of view.
No,
who's done
no,
it for
no,
3
I'm
years.
doing it as a promoter as well because
I struggle to get fucking enough people in sometimes.
No,
at four band bill.
but it's.
And we've had good fucking really good bands or something.
I know that, but make it more. But you've got to make it more kind of like oh they're playing that, like, oh, that's really cool. So make it that's about that band, and you just hammer the promotion for that one band. That's how you do it. Don't do it like for 4 or 5 bands. And also,
But I certainly don't think one. I think that's.
But the thing is, I done it and it was really successful. My night was really successful. and I done it
I
one
don't know,
band.
that place shut down.
No, I mean, aye, I made it shut down, but
that wasn't down to him.
But
He made-
that was
he
not
made
down
that
to me.
successful.
Like,
That was
my
the
night was
night.
really busy. It was successful. Do you know what I mean? A Sunday night, my average was about 50, 55 people on average, and a Sunday night with one band playing a half-hour set. You know what I mean?
Can I think you've got to...
Do you know what I mean? It's like, it's how you promote, and all I done was I beasted the promotion for a week for that one band, hammered it, and there wasn't a band that said they wouldn't play it again. They all loved it.
Well,
Do you know what I
that
mean?
does.
And it was always
Very few bands, apart from Augustus Fireball,
very small place.
who wouldn't
But
play a hell
I
gig
picked
against.
my bands wisely though as well. Do you know what I mean? Again, it's
That's
like,
like if you're only doing 1 or 2 bands, then you can do that.
because you run out of bands. I realised that quite quickly. Like if you're doing 5 band bills and stuff like that, and 6 or 4 band bills,
That's
you
why
run out of bands really quickly.
That's why boxes.
Boxes are
again.
fun.
Go back to boxes again.
That's exactly where I took it
I
from.
don't know what
Boxes
they're like
fucked.
now because they're more.
Yeah.
There's a lot more residencies happening.
I know,
but-
there's a lot more. It's no fucked. Boxes always fucking busy.
oh no, boxes doing alright.
It's always busy.
See,
It's just on Hall Street.
I don't like
Do you know what I
it,
mean?
but it's always fucking busy.
It's
But I mean,
good
see,
if
back
it
in the
was
day, back in those like 2007, 2008, having 6 or 7 bands a night
was
was
a- it was
torturous.
Especially
horrible
when
playing it.
they always had a house band on first.
Oh, go fucking
it's
house
straight.
bands as well.
Yeah, house bands first, then all the other bands.
Aye.
Oh, this is another Beatles song. Fuck up, fuck up. Fucking remember that? What they called it?
Fuck up, fuck up, because I wasn't angry the first time.
Was that
It's
the
up.
Beatles?
the Beatles, aye. But
They could have actually just got fucking Paul McCartney up there. And
Well, that is one. I know we had like, the
Nobody gave a
Pivo.
fuck about it.
We had the Pivo fuck up a Pivo night with sound and that, but we'd already talked before about. No, but we need to rethink the whole gig
Aye.
thing. So
Oh,
we've
definitely,
got our
aye.
last 2 gigs. Try to make a big deal of them. But then the only other one we've actually got officially planned is a big weekender coming up, but that's
Aye,
not
aye.
That's a
October
different
or
thing.
something.
But
It's a
what I
whole
do-
different thing
I
again.
think what we need
we
is
really
like
need, we need to
showcase
think.
gigs.
Aye, we
a
need to
proper
think.
showcase. Do you know what I mean? Like the album launches for bands, single launches for bands. And the thing is, that band,
Aye.
see if that's about them, they will fucking
No, because that's
hammer that.
great. You said
Yeah,
the
man.
thing that I forgot. Going back to Shinty Paul Thompson's thing about the Ramble On thing. One of the ideas was to focus a lot of the gigs around EP launches and single launches
definitely.
because then the bands are encouraged.
Yeah.
They're motivated to.
Yeah, that's you've got to motivate bands.
it's
as well.
their
That's-
prerogative to get it fucking busy.
Yeah.
Because that's one of the things that was on the kind of like Facebook posts about good promoters and bad promoters and what's good about like what bands think about promoters and what promoters think about bands.
Yeah, an article for that is new
Exactly.
up at Live. That's why the
Yeah.
fastest like 3,500 readers or something.
Jesus.
So
Well,
far
that's
for
what
that.
it's a.
But I've
big
took
top-
some.
it
I've
is
took
a-
some shit for it on my own page as well, personally.
Aye, but the thing is, you
And
are-
I've had people ask me why they're no on the list of good people, and I'm like, no, it's no, you just know
It's
I don't
good
know how you work.
controversy.
It's good, aye.
Good
And
controversy.
it's not a list of dickheads. It's a
But
list
at
of
the
people
same
I
time-
like.
It's far-
Here's the shit list.
As far as I'm concerned, like if people aren't on that list, then that should make them think, oh fuck, why am I not there? I need to sort myself out.
Yeah. I'm
You know,
not,
it's
I'm
about-
not
like,
getting
what-
noticed
again,
enough.
I'm
Like,
not
keep
doing
it
it the
motivation.
way that I should be doing this,
Yeah.
and they should be looking at themselves, not at you. Do you know what I mean? They
Oh,
should be
but
looking-
sugar makes the
I'm
Morrissey
not
go
doing,
down.
I'm not
No.
doing this right. I need to think.
I think
about
it
what
makes
I'm
the
doing to
Morrissey
change
go down.
this.
A little bit of sugar makes
See
the
how
Morrissey go
you're
down.
saying about how
What about
you're thinking now
human
about
flesh?
what you have been doing and what you want to do going forward.
Now we're trying to think about how we
Exactly.
need.
Yeah, yeah.
There has to be a
That's
new
the best.
has to be a new approach.
Exactly, and that's what all
Aye.
these other people should be doing.
Because
as well,
our
but they're
year
not.
now, our good gigs our year, and I know because we want to get some money in and fucking
Aye.
pay stuff out. When we get a good, like our first one back, yeah, but the one with Boogaloo should play at the first team actually, we had like 60, 70 people
sorry,
through the door. But
okay,
there's always two bands at the 4 or 5 that bring
That's not
Nacon.
them.
You always get two bands that bring absolutely Nacon ever.
Aye, I know.
So
People
just
ask-
get them out
Now,
for
what-
starters,
what
because
I know-
they're playing a gig in Boxing Night. A four,
Now,
they're
what-
playing a fucking gig somewhere.
Do you know the
night
problem with
extra.
that is as well? A lot of bands spy the bill, or they're told the
Yep.
bill, obviously, and they
See,
think,
they find
they're going to bring folk.
Aye.
Right, we won't even mention it. It's just it's like fuck off.
practice.
You should be proud. I know a lot of
But we're,
bands.
we're
actually say that.
cutting bands off the page now. See if some cunt, like, if I go into their page, because I advertise your gigs like fuck. See if I
Aye.
go to somebody's page and they've not even mentioned it,
Aye.
they're just that
'Cause
same.
say
They're
they have
fucking
a-
done with.
say
It's
they've-
like,
say they've got
I'll never waste my time.
say,
I'll
like-
them again. They'll not be on the gig
Because like
list,
some
there's no
bands
going
might
to
have a
Z.
Tuts gig in a month and they
Aye.
go, great, we'll accept that gig 'cause that's a fucking good little warm up.
warm-up, aye.
Fuck off with that attitude.
It's
No,
no, it's-
you don't.
it's
You don't.
a
You don't.
gig.
You don't
You're
like
the-
your own
you're-
stuff
you're
enough.
Gig
there-
there to
you're
entertain
there
people and
to
show,
entertain
showcase
you're
your.
there to turn up
Like
and
what
do your
we
job.
always said, that whether it's fucking 3 people we play in front of, or fucking 300 people
Aye.
in front of, we will play just as shit as we always do.
What annoys me is when people. when
You've got that commitment. That's it.
At least you've got a standard
2 out of
set.
3 done well.
No, do you know
like-
what, honestly though, like
was
when
Meatloaf's
bands
defence for a while,
actually
wasn't it?
get when bands get booked at Tuts and then they go, right guys, attention everyone,
Aye.
because it's such a
We have played
prestigious.
Tuts. Who gives a fuck? If you're a really
Exactly.
good
That's the
band,
thing I hate.
if you're a really good band, you will get fucking seen and
The
picked up
problem is,
anyway.
like, see to
That's
their
the thing I
mum or their
hate.
dad or
Please,
something like
see
that.
your-
Tuts is a huge deal because
No,
Tuts is the one they've heard
It's
of.
the
Still
name.
fucking-
It's the name of it.
See,
but
see
it's
our
the
July
mates.
gig, please, we're playing it. But we're only putting 4 bands in July gig because the 3 bands are up front are really good bands. We get Purple Valentino, who are really fucking
The
good.
other one's shite.
We've got the Heathen Club, who are
Golden
really fucking good.
golden shite. What are you making up golden
We've got-
shite now?
Hello,
Just
hello.
making stuff.
No, I said so. You went
Aye.
three of them are really good. Now, wait, what? The other one's shite.
Oh, I thought you said golden
No,
shite.
the
What
other
the
one's
fuck are they?
left now. But so
Oh,
it's really
right,
good. We've
right,
got
okay.
Hello Creepy Spider. It's one of their last gigs.
That's a great name.
That's a good.
Their album's fucking fat. Their album's fucking super. Hello Creepy Spider.
Superb. Sorry, a little girl.
The album's called I Don't Want to Die in a Fire. It's fucking brilliant album.
I need to hear this, man.
What
No,
do you like?
you really do need
What
to
do you
hear
like?
any
of them
What
in
kind
the
of style?
I done a fucking review online. They're like, it's fucking weird. It's punk. It's like punk. They're fucking amazing. But I done a crank review of them, and it's because I really enjoy the fucking
Hello,
band.
creepy spider. I don't want to
And
die in a
because
fire.
because we promote them all the time, the guy actually contacted me and says, "Look, we want to do our last gig that we're doing because he's going to Ireland for like
Creepy
6 months."
spider.
So he's like,
He went, we want to do
you
our last
guys.
gig we use, basically.
That's
and I
really
was like,
decent,
"Fuck,
man.
do that."
That's cool.
It's always nice to get a wee bit of nod like
But
that.
please, we're meant to be opening the gig up, so it's a 4-band bill, and it's all good bands. But then the guy emailed us back, and he's like, "Oh, we've been offered a King Tut's gig a couple of weeks later, and we need to take it because, I mean, King Tut's, that can propel you." And I was like, "What, into a fucking fire? Can't propel you, fuck all.
No.
If
Do you
you're
know
a
what?
shy band, you're still be
No, do
we
you know
played
what?
King Tut's, and I'm
Like-
here doing a fucking podcast.
But you know what though?
Like,
See, to
we
be
played
fair though,
King Tut's,
like,
King
King
Tut's is
Tut's,
the
like,
big
it
name.
depends.
It's the big name.
No, it's not that as well, right? It looks good in the resume, right? Because at the end of the day, if you're playing with like bands, like we play with some really good bands, you know what I mean? You play with bands that you wouldn't get a chance to play with normally, right? So you always get 9 times out of 10, if you're a half decent band and you've got a decent demo, they'll put you on with a decent band. Do you know what I mean?
Aye.
Know what I mean?
There's won't
Know
be.
what I mean?
There's
Know what I
won't
mean? Well, I'm just saying,
They were,
right?
they were the
but-
opening band for our gig. They won't
You know what I mean? No, but for a like,
Yeah,
they're
but
probably like,
it's that
oh,
thing, like, if they can go
you know.
into the folk they work with or something like who's not necessarily into gigs, they're not going to go, oh, people, brilliant. They're going to go, oh, Tuts.
Tuts.
Aye, as soon as
Of course
Tuts
it
is
is.
mentioned, then that's the big
It
name.
just it annoys me
But-
for my point of view. I'm just like you're playing the music, you're bringing the people, or whatever you're doing, or that.
Oh,
doesn't
you're
matter
right,
where
you're
you
right
play.
that way, aye,
You
I agree.
play in a fucking park. If you're really good, you're going to
You'll
get
get the
get
crowd.
noticed.
Aye.
Yeah, that's you.
The one thing I always hate is when you play a named venue and they give you the kind of contract thing where you have to sign and saying, I'm not going to play 4 weeks either side of this gig. Fuck up. As a band, you're there.
King Tut's do that, to be fair, that's 4 weeks.
Exactly,
It's
that's my point.
The only reason we actually recently, the last couple of months, started saying it 2 weeks either side of a gig is because we were getting cunts playing 3 gigs in boxes the night before.
Aye, right.
And I was like, I can't have that because I've spent too much time
I do
doing this gig.
understand it, but at the same time, it's like, see if
You're a
it's forced,
band?
see if it's 4 weeks either side of it. 4 weeks either side. That's 2 months of your life as a band, and you're there to try and get your music out to as many people as you can.
But it doesn't benefit you as a band playing the same fucking city 3-4 times in a month.
I know, but at the same time, like, see if it's...
You're playing at the same
I'm sure
pool.
Tuts, as we mentioned last time, though, it's Edinburgh as well as Glasgow.
I know that. I know they've got a 4 week either side.
Yeah, it's Edinburgh as well.
They're basically saying Central Belt is out, guys.
They're pretty much
It's a
saying,
bit of a weird one.
It's wrong. It's 4 weeks.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's a large one.
We've never actually signed that. We never ever signed it.
I remember when it used to be a week.
I remember it used to be a week as well.
10, 12 years ago it was a week.
A week, 2 weeks, fine, you can understand that.
And it was
I'm
only
fine with
before,
that, but see when
it wasn't
It's
after.
4 weeks either side, that's 2 months for a
I've
band
still got those
to
emails.
say, I am not playing in Glasgow. That's a
long time,
big thing.
It is a long
2
time.
months. You know, that's a fifth of a year.
But the way you can get around that if you're just
having
having fun is just change your name for a gig. Do you know what I mean? A lot of bands have done that.
Aye.
Because contractually meaning it's not your band.
Well, that's why Please only playing their gig. Their gig is actually 3 weeks after it in King Tut's, the support one they've got.
Aye.
But King Tut's have seen it online and says, oh no.
That's we've done that. I just realised
So
we were playing.
we
were playing a temper cam
we
gig.
never ever cancelled a gig to take an art gig. I don't know if we never get fucking offered mat, but we supported. No, we always if we'd done it, it was like that was us. We said we'll go to date, so we'll fucking
See,
do
we
it.
done a temper cam gig at Tuts, and we got off the gig. It was a good gig that we couldn't turn down. It was a good support slot about 2 weeks before, a week before. So we just put under the name True Novella as the album name. So fuck you, Tuts. It was like, yeah, we're still going to play, and both gigs were busy. It was
the only time that I think we ever cancelled a big gig. And it wasn't even anything like that. It was just we were maybe doing one of the Collins.
Oh, and I
fucked my knee.
There's no really.
I took a bit.
The guy that was running the gigs, James is like, are they legit? And he's like, the guy's in traction.
I took a bit of stick for that.
I tore my cruciate ligament playing football on a Thursday night. We were playing on the Saturday. I was at the hospital on the Friday, and the doctor was like, you need to keep off that for like 2 weeks. I was at the practice on the Thursday night, thinking I might
the heroin.
Heroin.
I thought the swell will go down, and then we had a practice on the Saturday afternoon. Holy shit! We'll do this. We'll have that on the Saturday afternoon. See how it is. And I turned up there. I was like, I can't stand. Never mind.
It was bad. No, it was really bad.
My head was the size of my head. My head was the size of my head.
No, I knew you were going.
That's massive.
My knee was the size of my head, and it was like.
Thing is, but you've got a really small head.
We had
That's
a
really
band
odd.
last week,
My
actually,
knee's
the
like a
drummer-
knee-sized head.
The drummer was
Jesus.
badly injured. He took a virus rush to hospital that night, and I was like, it's got to be bullshit, but it turns out it was legit. But the rest of the band turned up and actually just fucking done an acoustic set.
Do you know we had a drummer? We had a drummer in the band who got out of a gig.
We booked it, so we're going to turn up.
That's like we were a 3-piece at this point, and it was like we'd been a 3-piece for like 4 or 5
Me and
months.
Stu showed up at the gig though. We showed up to support the gig.
Aye, you did.
But things I was in
Jim,
my head.
Do you know what was even brilliant, even better about that was the fact that I did the backdrops for the Carling gig, and your band logo was still there.
It was fucking brilliant looking.
You
It
get
was that
5
day, and
minutes.
he got so much abuse for it, and it was literally I couldn't fucking move. And I was fucked, and since then I've had 5 operations on my leg and everything, so I wasn't even bullshitting. But that's the idea. Is like we played a gig. We played a gig in Irvine, and the guy, our drummer at the time, who I won't name, but he's a clown shoe. Steve the Pirate.
He got out of the gig after the sound check purely because he didn't fancy the look of the place, even though it was a nice venue in Irvine. It was busy. We had a crowd of folk that says, I know it was a nice venue. I can't remember what it was called. It was it looked like a kind of hotel bar type. It was a weird little place, but it was a nice place. And the guy putting us on was a decent promoter. I forget his name, but he'd been putting on a lot of, going back to 2006 here, but he'd been doing a lot of good gigs. So we were like, fuck, this will be really good. And like this fucking drummer we were sound checking. We had all our own gear with us.
It was not me, by the way.
He turns round and he pretended he got a phone call, so he sneaks away. We're sitting at the backstage bit, cordoned off for the bands at the time, and I was like, "What?" And he's like, "Oh, my phone's ringing." And he's like, "What? You are kidding!" Right, the best River City acting you've ever seen. Oh my god! Oh my god, guys, James, I need to go. My cousin's just been hit by a car. I'm like, what? Fucking hell!
You don't have any cousins.
So I know I just had that moment of like I need to make a decision in my mind if he's talking shite or not. So I was like TikTok.
Oh, it's a dark type.
So I was just like I just said it before it spewed out my mouth. I was like, did your phone even ring? I'm like, fuck! And he went, don't even go there. I just need to go. Oh my god! Like Oh, it was. I was
good
like,
amateur
"You're a
dramatics."
cock." So then my friend Jordan,
And your cousins are cocking all.
friend-
Your imaginary cousin.
friend Jordan, Huxtable, name drop there again. Back to Huxtable.
awesome.
Talking about them all as much as I can. He was. I went to his flat a couple of days later, and I mentioned this to him, and he's like, he's like that to me. So what happened to that gig then? I was like, fuck, I man. Like basically, he just decided. I don't know. I said his cousin get hit back. I don't know, whatever. So this guy was on MSN Messenger with Jordan that night, and he's chatting away to him.
Them were the days.
Back in the days.
Yeah.
And he's like, how's your cousin? But I'm really sorry to hear what happened. He was at this point. I thought I'm a dick. I've totally read it wrong. That really happened, and it was just fortunate they didn't
So
want to play the
Jordan
gig.
kind of genuinely.
Jordan
concerned
so
and-
Jordan sits. I went, I'm really sorry to hear your cousin. He went, what do you mean? He's like, he got hit by a car. He was in hospital the other night. Remember? He's like, what are you talking about? ... And then he went, oh aye, and I was like, you
Aye.
fucking bellend.
You son of a bitch.
So yeah, he got out of it. He pretended after the sound check, not even like
Dickhead.
he didn't want to play it from day one or that day when he got up. He could, if I didn't even have to drive out myself because we drove separately to take the drums, bass, and guitar amp. And if he told me that morning, I'd have been still annoyed, but not as annoyed as getting there
all
and
the
then
sound.
later finding out that he'd made that bullshit story up.
Aye.
After the sound, so I'm left to talk to the fucking promoter, going, by the way, I know you were really wanting us to play tonight, and
I look like a dick as well.
and I felt like an absolute dick. I was like, sorry, but his cousin's been hit by a car? Question mark.
Aye, like
I didn't know what he's saying. I thought
I'm Ron Burgundy.
That's what it felt like. I felt like I'm saying these words, but I sound stupid because I don't believe it.
It's as if you're actually questioning that a car exists. Never mind
know.
anything else. A car?
Utter wank stain of a boy who's
Remember-
now-
Anyway, we're going to wrap this fucking
Half nine.
thing me up, aye, because our last train's at like 10. So,
Oh, cool.
I'd just like to say thanks to the listeners.
Thanks for
Aye.
being. Thanks for being.
Oh, aye,
Thanks for being.
Thank you
here.
for coming, Mark.
Thanks for being there. Thanks
Yes.
for coming, Mark.
Once again, you've came here twice.
Thanks
now,
for using the studio, James.
as always.
I've got nothing else to do. So
That's pretty much it. We talked about quite a lot of stuff. Anthony had a
None of
hard
it
time
relevant
trying to
to
keep it
anything.
together there. At one point, he just went,
I checked out.
fuck them.
What's the address for the YouTube channel? This is going to be on there as
It'll
well.
be youtube.com/NHC podcast.
Good.
It's
There you go.
generally.
Nice and
Symbols,
easy,
symbols.
aye.
But yeah, we're going to be on there now as well as Messy Radio. So awesome.
And we've got the Mayhem Underground thing coming up, in which I look like an
I
absolute
made an
tit.
absolute tit himself on. Yeah.
It's coming
Nice,
up
like
on
it.
the 2nd of June. Aye, good. So you better watch it. Even though I look fucked, I will be posting it everywhere. Well, I have to, just have to do it. I'll be famous, but I'll be
Godzilla's coming.
hideous famous.
seen that fucking
Tony Kong.
Seen it?
I've not seen it yet.
I saw it. It's brilliant.
Anyway.
really enjoyed it.
Anyway, see you later. Goodbye.
Bye. Why,
Is it good?